Hello everyone. If you're in the UK, you are probably melting right now because I think and hope we're reaching the peak of the heat wave. At least we certainly are here, I hope. I might check the weather forecast in a minute. Otherwise, And hey Luminary, and hey Aurora. We had a first from Wit. Must have been when the doorbell went. Hey everybody, how are you doing, Luminary? Wit, Aurora with a massive watch streak. Thank you. How are you all doing? I am somewhat hot and bothered, so I'm getting reset right now, kind of. Cooler for me today. Likely I'll reach the peak tomorrow. I'm just checking what our weather forecast is before I start complaining about the heat. Okay, it is 10:40 AM at the moment. It is 30 centigrade outside, and in this room it is 27 centigrade. I have a fan pointed at me. It's blowing hot air at me. What is it doing later? I know it's getting worse later. It's going up to 35 centigrade.
This is Harry Stream. Aurora is here.
Hi, Aurora, how you doing? I'm just catching up on my weather. I will look back. Oh, okay, tomorrow is exactly the same. I've been very tolerant of the hot weather, but you know what? I think I might have reached my peak at this point. It's got hotter as the thing. I can kind of do high 20s, 30s, I start getting grumpy. I believe it happened again so fast. The streak of the weather. If it's the streak, I've been streaming a bit more, so that's going to help everyone's streak build up. If it's the weather, nah, I can't believe. I'm kind of done with the heat waves. I like a bit of hot weather. This is getting excessive. I'm not kitted out for it. The weather, yeah. I like, if it's going to be summer, I don't mind if it is a little bit warm. I want kind of mid-20 centigrade. That is the weather I'm used to in the summer when I was a kid. I'm ready for that. When it gets this hot, it's difficult. J. Luz, how are you doing? Everyone send J. Luz hugs. I'm still waking up. I had a bit of an episode trying to find my morning ADHD medication because I forgot where it was. Oh no. Turns out it was in my backpack the whole time. That's good. But yeah, I'm glad you found it at least, because yeah, that would have stressed me out too. Also, by saying that, I've immediately thought, have I taken my medication? Not ADHD medication. Yeah, I did. That's okay. The weather. We used to get one a summer. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? I remember as a kid, it would be the summer holidays, and you'd get 1, maybe 2 weeks, if it was a particularly hot summer, of solid heat. And then it would just settle down, and everyone would kind of joke, oh look, there's the summer. There we go. That was nice. Anyway, on to autumn. Email, a 35 watch streak. Thank you so much. Hey, Pink Tea, 21 degrees here in the north of the UK. Still struggling. The house is warmer than outside. Yeah. All our houses are built for heat, aren't they? In the UK, that's the problem. They're built to keep us going in the cold weather, and we're not getting it. Lou, how are you doing? Thank you for being third. We do still have second available, I think. It's a bit cloudy here, and there's a nice breeze here today. Oh, I am envious. I would like that. Yeah. Yesterday... Mel, thank you. Yesterday I went for a walk in the afternoon. After the stream, actually. And my mum was a bit, oh, it's really hot out there. And I was actually okay because there was a breeze. And it was hot, but it was okay. The breeze kind of kept it down. But today is there is nothing. There's no cloud. There's no breeze. It's just pure heat. Oh, enjoy the demo, Pink Tea. 18 centigrade here. I hope the temp doesn't increase anymore. It's usually cooler for me because I'm around trees, I reckon. Oh, yeah. There are not many trees around here. It's just a lot. I mean, yeah. It's just a lot. 25. Ooh. It's 27 in this room. It's just all bad, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, so big achievement time in the heat. This morning, I walked to my favourite sandwich place to go get breakfast, which I haven't done in exactly 4 weeks, because 4 weeks ago is when I wrecked my ankle, appropriately leaving the house to go get breakfast for my favourite sandwich place. So today it kind of came full circle and I finally made it and walked there. It's not a massive walk, but it's kind of hilly and has its moments of challenges if your ankle's a bit dodgy. And I did it, and I feel very pleased myself. Pleased, proud, whatever. Something beginning with P, it's positive. And it was really nice to see them. And also, I have actually seen them a couple of times at different occasions, because my mum has very kindly limped the car there to drop me off at the door, basically. But it was really nice to go there under my own steam. And steam it was, because it was very hot. It was 27 centigrade outside on the walk. But it was very nice to see them. I put a picture up on Discord and a little story, because basically I was the only person that ever got the vegetarian breakfast sandwich from that place. So they stopped doing it, because fair enough, I wasn't there, there was nobody else there. And he very kindly made a sandwich and called it my IRL name special. And I thought, I've never had a sandwich named after me. And sure, it's just on my receipt, but it felt really sweet of him. And also I think it felt like he put an entire avocado and an entire block of halloumi in the sandwich. So it was nice. And I hobbled back. Well, didn't hobble back, but I'm not having a good ankle today. So I don't think I'm going to be going for any other more walks today. The heat has got to my ankle a bit. But I'm glad I used that energy for that walk. Thank you, Luminary. It was really kind, yeah. Hey, Sarah Licia. We usually don't have more than 35 centigrade here. I mean, a week ago we got to a record-breaking 41. Oh, that's brutal. That is not nice at all. No. But yeah, so even though it's probably my only physical exercise for the day, it was worth every moment. It was just very, I don't know, it was a nice kind of full circle thing. But they're off on holiday now for about 10 days. Quite soon. So that's going to be my last option for breakfast for a couple of weeks anyway. So I'm hoping once they're back, I'm hoping my foot will be doing a lot better. I'm just grateful for them. They're a good bunch of people. They do a lot to kind of help the local community as well. So, yeah, without getting into details because of doxing, the local areas had a few moments lately. So, they're good people. Flat directly under the roof with no AC. Oh, that's so brutal. I sympathise. That is absolutely awful. How's everyone doing other than the people who are melting in a heat? Well, yeah, I'm not saying other than the people who are melting in a heat wave. What I mean is, how are you all doing if we take out the weather equation? I'm okay. I mean, we only streamed yesterday. Not a lot has happened really. I managed to get some quite full-on DOMs in my leg from the gym on Thursday. Today, somehow it was kind of okay, and then I had a really nice hot bath last night. I never sound weird in a heat wave, but it felt like it was going to be really soothing on my muscles, and instead it made my muscles so much worse. So I'm hobbling a little bit because of that, and a little bit because of my ankle, and that's why I'm not really going for another walk today. Other than that, yeah, I'm okay. I played some Disney Dreamlight Valley off stream. I plan on doing that more. I'll say no comment. Yeah. Yeah. I had a bit more energy today, so I spent it doing laundry mostly and cleaning up the office a bit. Ooh, good job, Mel. I'm sorry you got a headache now, though. That sucks. Yeah, that's rough. But yeah, played some Disney Dreamlight Valley off stream. Very much enjoyed it. We'll be playing more across the weekend. I'm going to be watching the football, which I know a lot of people aren't too fussed about, but I'm going to watch the England game that is on at 10 PM tonight, which means a late night for me, because usually I'm quite prompt with getting to sleep by about, well, trying to get to sleep by about 10. So yeah, that's kind of my plan. Tomorrow I intend on doing absolutely nothing. I feel very much in need of a day where I I do nothing. I probably won't bed rot because of a heat wave, but the kind of mental bed rot. Yeah, so I think that's kind of me all caught up, really. But yeah, it's very hot, so I'm going to dive straight into the game. We might wrap up a little bit early just because it has got to that stage in the heat wave where my normally very good fan that you can't quite see and you hopefully can't hear, it's just pumping out hot air. It's not... Wait, why is that not coming up? It is no longer doing the good things. It's just... There we go. It's just pretty hot. I think after the stream I'm going to have a really cold shower. So yeah, let's dive in. I just realised I've got my controller. I hope you're all doing well. Oh, I've been playing a little bit of World of Warcraft Classic too, I forgot that. I think it's best to assume at all times I'm playing World of Warcraft Classic at the moment. Oh, you got the new graphics card, Lou. All that arrived quickly. I probably shouldn't have been messing around at floor level. No, I would have thought that was... I mean, as long as it worked out okay. That's the key thing. As long as you don't feel like you've gone backwards after doing that, that's okay. I'm not going to judge because I have these moments with my ankle, which oh, it was fine. That's good, man. Yeah, because I have these moments with my ankle where, in particular, my mum is there going, "You haven't overdone it, have you?" And I'm there going, "No, I'm pretty sure it's meant to hurt," which isn't me being cynical, kind of sarcastic. Thank you for the follow. We have anonymous follows. It's me being accurate because everything I've read is, yeah, it's going to hurt for a while, but that doesn't necessarily mean do nothing. Hey, Hannah, how are you doing? I saw you have been playing some Disney Dreamlight Valley too. I like to think I have inspired, or that you inspired me, so maybe we're just enabling each other at this point. Beelzebus, how you doing? I've seen this other hell kitten wandering around. Who do you think she belongs to? Oh, Beelzebus is interested. What? I'm not allowed to show an interest in our neighbours. Yeah, have a pet. I mean, playing it like, oh, I hope you've been enjoying it. I enjoyed it a lot yesterday. By the way, having just petted Beelzebus, who worryingly we can kind of push around, when I was at the let's get the right buttons up. When I was at the sandwich shop this morning, somebody had the most adorable greyhound, and it was such a calm dog, and it was just very... He was lovely. But I didn't have guinea pigs. I would so much want a greyhound. I don't think probably greyhounds and small furry animals go together amazingly, but if they did, I would be there for it. I'm sure I can pull my save off Game Pass. Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? That feels like that is a raid. Hey, Katie! Katiepedia, thank you for the raid.
The stream with 38 viewers.
How are you all doing? Let's do a shout out. I don't know if Aurora is still around, so I shall beat her to the punch. Not literally. You've been playing Moonlight Peaks as well. How has it been going for you? And hey, Katie, and Dijon Broccoli. I love the name Dijon Broccoli. That is such a good name. This morning I sat in the garden with my morning smoothie, and next thing I knew, an hour had passed and I'd pulled out all the weeds. Oh, Hannah is living life well. She's doing good. Happy Time Zone was so fun. I played a few hours Thursday, and I'm enjoying it a lot. I love the style of it. That is a big plus. Still very early on. Where are you at with it? What have you achieved? Tell me everything. Also, I will drop you a follow. Day 15. Oh, you are a fair way ahead. Everyone, do drop Katie a follow. Yeah, day 15 is good. We are only on day 5? Yeah, day 5. Hold on, I just paused. Today, chat, you're going to have to... Wait, why are my controls broken? You're going to have slightly there we go. Bear with me, the heat is slowly melting my brain. But Katie, feel free to tell us all a little bit about yourself. If you need a raid and run, please do. I'm Helicopter. I'm a variety streamer. We tend to lean towards cozy games a lot at the moment. Hold on. We just started playing Moonlight Peaks a couple of days ago. Yesterday we played some Disney Dreamlight Valley. We have played a ton of Stardew Valley in recent times. We have played, about 120 hours? First playthrough of Stardew Valley. Been a lot of fun. We played Portal recently. That was a first playthrough as well. We're kind of leaning the first playthrough cozy side of things. Portal isn't necessarily cozy, but I think you kind of know what I mean. We were a Dead by Daylight streamer who dips into cozy variety. That is an eclectic mix. I like that. I have not played Dead by Daylight, but I've seen a few people streaming. It looks a lot of fun. I think I would probably really like it. It's just there are so many games. So many games. That's cool. It's a nice mix. Because funny enough, off stream I play a lot of shooters, third-person shooters, first-person shooters. I just find I tend to stream the cozy stuff because we like to talk a lot as a community. So it's a good kind of time to, you can pause and still get there. Which dairy are you working on? We are working on. We're getting the wine sorted for Orlock, isn't it? Yeah. And we have already finished. We sold 100 or more worth of goods in a single night. So we're trying to get the red wine figured out. And we also want to fix the wand and learn our first spell. I reckon that's going to be a matter of time, really. I think it's all a matter of time. We've got to that bit where we're not quite grinding, but time is everything. Which dare did you work on? Hey, Rich. Hey, Hallie. Construction's coming along well. Should be finished soon. You're going to love it, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, and we also, at the end of the last stream, got it all set up so the roof's getting fixed. What mail have we got? Ooh. I've got some exciting news. I've got a bunch of new animals looking for homes. If you're looking to raise some of your own, I sell a variety and be happy to help you get started. Come by my farm when you have time and I'll walk you through everything you need to know. Okay, Luna. Got it. I did the wine one and working towards the first transformation. Nice. I like the dare. I mean, generally I like dare drop. It's an appealing way of doing things. These dares are quite good because they're helping you get somewhere with the game. Let's remember the controls without being too dry, I guess. There you go. Problem with having played Disney Dreamlight Valley yesterday is I instinctively went for the wrong button. The chat, don't confuse your cozy games. Orlock, this is an outrage. Has he run out of alcohol? A personal attack. An unforgivable insult to the great Ambrosia name. He is not happy. Don't you think you're overreacting just a little? Chill, it's just a spell, Dad. Not a personal vendetta. It was put there by a person, was it not? That makes it personal. Oh, it's you again. Orlock is not happy. Look upon this disgraceful act of witchery. Our home barred from us by a vengeful enchantment. What happened? A petty witch, furious over some imagined slight, has cursed the bridge and the entire area of Misty Shores. Likely in a fit of jealous rage. By the way, chat, is the sound okay? Because I forgot I turned it up for Disney Dreamlight. It means Fiona. Fiona. Clearly she's beside herself with anger. I was going to say rage, but anger. A shame, really. She's barely tolerable when calm. Did you do something to... No, we're not going to go straight into accusations. I'm sensing there's more to the story. Really? If anyone's at fault, it's Fiona and her fragile ego. What did you do? Why must everyone assume the worst of me? Might be a good reason for that, Orlok. The other night at the bar, he made a rather untoward joke at her expense. Oh, I see. Something about a witch's bitterness rivaling that of an expired lemon. It was an observation, not an insult. She must have misunderstood. Yeah, just apologise already. Yeah, I miss my coffin. Sure. Let's all rush to appease the witch with an anger management problem. Orlok is not happy. Absolutely not. If only someone could get through to him. Okay, I think that somebody is going to be us. Just for sound, because I think it is probably a little bit on the loud. So there we go. Make it a little bit more backgroundish. Wouldn't expired lemons go sweet or alcohol? That's good. And Orlok loves alcohol. He would probably quite like that. Surely that would be a win for him. Okay, Luna invited me to her farm. Orlok is not having a... Orlok's having a mood. I do like, unlike Stardew, unless you mod it like I did, I do like that you can see where everyone is. Like, I appreciate it. That's just a time saver. That's just, yeah, that's just plain old convenient. Because it was certainly annoying first time round with Stardew before I modded it to be, I've got to roam everywhere. I mean, you could kind of base it on a rough idea, but it's just handy. Yeah, it's really helpful. Let's go see it, Orlok. Let's go see what his issue is. And chat, feel free to share how your weekend is going to look. Mine's pretty quiet, really. It's just not doing a huge amount. It's hot here. There's a nice, not so nice heat wave in the UK. It's peaking this weekend, at least. So I'm hibernating. Or whatever the hot weather equivalent of hibernating is. Ooh, looks not having a bad mood. Not bad. It's not out. Well, the heat has got to me, chat. I was going something to do with bad mood, then glanced over, saw Lou said I need that mod as well, and then it all went wrong. Just totally wrong. Or look, what's the matter, buddy? Wait, we don't want to sit, we want to interact. Ooh, didn't realise you could zoom in and out. Okay, there. Heck, did you hear that? Neither did I. Cheers to that. Oh, Orlok. Talk to Orlok about apologising. Me? Apologise to Fiona? Ah, yes, because that's how I plan to spend my evening. What a spectacular waste of time. Don't pester me. I'll be at the broken lamp. Don't follow me. I mean, the broken lamp's literally right there. That doesn't feel like a grand escape, does it? Dracula. What are you, my shadow? I have a name, thank you. I'm not Dracula. Here to get me to apologise? That's right, let's get this over with. Who put you up to this? Mina? Evan? I will not grovel before that woman. Not in 1,000 years. Never. He will eventually. You can guarantee he will eventually. You know what? Actually, I'm feeling unusually generous today. I shall lower myself to this humiliating act of diplomacy, under one tiny condition. Yeah, go on. What is it? Let's hear it. You just have to handle... Oh, we got bribe you. Just have to handle a minor financial inconvenience for me. Trying to charm your way out of another bar tab, huh? Don't fall for it, Hallie. He's been running up this bill since last autumn. Or was it the summer before that? Wait, that wasn't so... Was it the autumn before that? The heat is getting to me. Details, details. The important thing is you'll get paid. How much is it? Enough to fund a wine cellar. It's quite a lot. Maybe 2. Oh. Exaggeration. Yeah, a specific number. Well, it's not much, really. A mere... 350 coin. Give or take. What do you mean, give or take? Lou, what are you planning on playing with your new graphics card? Have you got something in particular in mind for upgrading, or was it just kind of the timing was right? So you're going to handle it, right? Fine, I guess. Okay, who are we paying? Oh, we have a lot of coin. Yeah, we can do that then. Need to go see Samuel. Presumably he's at his house. That might be making an assumption. Yes, but it's making an assumption. Okay. Hello! I had better things to do than pretend to be polite. Oh. So, want to settle the debt? He's serious about having you pay? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You sure you want to cover for him? Yeah, take the money. Well, I'll be damned. Old man finally settled a debt. By proxy, but still. Do we go back to see Orlok and then... Yeah. Oh no, we have to wait for Orlok to apologise. These games do like a certain amount of waiting, don't they? Let's put my watch back on. Yeah, chat, what are you going to be playing this weekend? For me, it's going to be all Disney Dreamlight Valley, or WoW. Probably play Disney Dreamlight Valley when I'm on my Steam Deck, because Hannah's right, it does play very well on my Steam Deck. WoW Classic when I'm willing to sit in front of my PC. And to be honest, it might... Yeah, I played it quite a bit about 7 AM this morning, but that was a whole different temperature. Let's go to Luna's farm. Farm's got to be over here. We have visited it. I just have the memory skills of nothing great. Hey, Pikachu. I'm playing Disney Dreamlight Valley right now. We're lurking. Oh, I love that. I hope you're enjoying it. I've only just started playing it. I instantly loved it. It's just... To me, it's got that nice thing where there's always something to do, but you don't have to think too deeply. There's no great peril. It is just pure escapism. And sometimes that's all you need in life. Particularly... Ooh, should we go up there? That's the right way. Particularly over weekend. It's just nice to kind of forget everything. I'm about 300 hours in and there's still so much left to do. Wow, that is impressive. That is amazing value for money too. I love that for you. And I also love that that is my future. Okay, let's go see Luna. Chickens! Chickens! No weird goofy chickens with cute eyes and things. I did buy all the DLC, but that's good, but that's still a huge amount of hours either way. Ooh, good job with the bacon, Lou. I was just saying, if there was anything in particular you were planning on playing with the new graphics card, you know, to test out the new graphics card. Never apologise for bacon. Exactly. Yeah. Just, yes. Hallie! Luna! I'm so glad you're here. Come, have a look. Aren't they just adorable? I love that they look... I'm going to be slightly insulting about the chickens. I love that they don't look the brightest. They look like they're very cute and possibly sharing one brain cell. Maybe not even one brain cell. I've been looking for homes, and I sell them to folks who are ready to care for them. You know, raising animals isn't just about the company. They're super helpful too. Chickens, for example, lay fresh eggs and even help with fertilizer. Oh, look at the cute little dude. Oh, look at that. She likes you already. Different animal, but this was a little bit like me when I met the greyhound in my shop this morning. It was just such a calm, that was a nice experience. Of course, you can't just bring one home and let it roam free. You'll need a barn first. Otherwise, they won't have anywhere to sleep. They can sleep in my house. I mean, it's not hygienic, but I'm just saying. I'm sure you can buy one at Ridgie's place. Until then, you're always welcome to come by and visit the chickens. That's how you have to say it. Chickens. Screw the rest of the game. Let's just have time with the chickens. We can't pet them, but they are very cute in a very goofy way. I love them. I'm not sure. I ran a Cyberpunk benchmark on ray tracing Ultra with frame gen. You got over I got over 100 FPS, so I may try that. There's Power World as well. I love the darkness of it. I've seen a few people play Power World because it's gotten into 1.0. I don't know if it's my kind of thing. I think I need to watch more people play it, but it does look very colourful. So I would have thought it would be a really good way of testing a graphics card. Sorry chat, I'm yawning already. I woke up about 5:30 AM and I just couldn't get back to sleep. Probably because the muscles in my legs were hurting so much, but I think also it was bright daylight. So it was very hard to kind of get back in the mood. I think we're going to have a go at catching fish. Because I think we all remember how obnoxious Noel was. I need to prove him wrong. I need to crush Noel's spirit. We'll probably find out at some point he's got hidden depth, but for now, nah. Hey Fiona, yes, I can hex people. No, I don't do it on request. Usually. Okay, let's talk about the bridge. You're about the bridge, I have nothing to say. Oh. Hey Brooke, a mayor's duty doesn't end at office. Cool story. Nope, that's a dead end. Let's look at the map like sensible people. And discover we're kind of going the wrong way. Okay. I do love the visuals of this game. Because, hot take moment, even though I'm from the pixel art generation, Stardew doesn't always quite do it for me. I still would kind of prefer this. We could fish it. Yeah, that will do. We're not going to be able to get the big one. Go on. Here we go one. What do we get? A whisper. A common fish found in most waters except Silvervale Lake. They are but a whisper. It is a pretty game, isn't it? I mean, ultimately, it's very Animal Crossing. It is truly if Animal Crossing and Stardew had a baby and it was an emo baby. Oh. What happened there? Oh, we got seaweed. I don't think that's going to count. Yeah. But yeah, in a roundabout sort of way, it reminds me I should go back to Animal Crossing at some point. I think I'd start over. I didn't get massively far, and also I don't think I could handle the constant, we haven't seen you in ages, how are you doing? You know, all that stuff. I think I'd probably begin again. But potentially that could be a fun stream at some point. Because you can't get much more chill than Animal Crossing. I'm going to go for it. Thank you. Ooh, what a pretty fish. We got a splotch, a common fish found in Silvervale Lake. So I think we got it done, right? Yeah, we can go be smug to Noel. I dislike Nintendo words. It's just not gonna be one of those days. I dislike Nintendo's approach to gaming, but that's just me. That's just a me thing. Yeah, I can see. I mean, the me, I hate that in some circles Nintendo can do no wrong. And I'm left thinking, yeah, they are not the saints that they could be. But on the other hand, I have an awful lot of nostalgia for all things Nintendo. And I think ultimately that's probably why they get not quite a free pass for certain things. I think that's maybe why people will very easily condemn Microsoft and Sony for good reason. They will sometimes... Oh, there. It feels like Nintendo can do similar, and people are more likely to kind of shrug and go, well, Mario. Don't stress too much about fitting in, you'll get the hang of it. Caught 3 fish. Wait, you actually did it? Beginner's luck. Oh, I see. Gonna be like that. So. Fine, fine. You win. Yeah, I won. But don't think this means you're better at fishing than me. Kind of am. Just saying. It's just too cutesy. Also, I didn't grow up with them, but they are a godsend if you have kids. No worry. Yeah. I think you've actually got in one with the business of just checking something with it. If you grew up with it, that makes the difference. Because I did, and then I have all of the nostalgia for it. And I think that helped. That goes far. Yeah, I think you've nailed it there. Fun fact said without any commentary. Back in my days when I was very solidly a games journalist and didn't deal with the tech side like I mostly do now, purely games, I used to get sent a lot of games from a lot of different companies when it was all physical media and you didn't really have download keys. And the point of this story is Nintendo was the only company that ever demanded you send back all the copies. All the other companies, including Sony and Microsoft and a whole bunch of other publishers, were all very, oh, that's fine, you keep the game, you do whatever you want with it. And I would usually give a lot of them to my next door neighbour's kid, because, it's a nice thing to do. Or I'd keep, the ones I really liked. Nintendo will be very good at posting them out. Like once, it was the 27th of December, and in the UK, pretty much nothing happens 2 days after Christmas. I once had a courier turn up at 7 a.m. with Mario vs. Donkey Kong on the 3DS. And it was just this crazy urgent delivery. So they were very good at that, but they would give you 2 weeks and then they would send a courier to collect it. Bearing in mind, I don't live in a major city. I don't live in London, which is where most of the games journalism world resides. I live in a very out-of-the-way place in Wales, and they would still do that. And you would get 2 weeks. That was it. I remember I reviewed Super Mario 3D World on a Wii U? Yeah, it must have been a Wii U. Because it's on the Switch now. I didn't do it on the Switch yet, but Wii U. And I had 2 weeks, 14 days, to the letter, the day, to play through it, which was fine. And then, I had to return it. Seriously, yeah. That's so Nintendo. That's so, yeah. Hey, Stan, how are you doing? Yeah, they were real sticklers for it. And it must have cost them a fortune, because if they were sending couriers to, collect and deliver things, that's not cheap. And I know, say, back then the game was, say, £40. What were they going to do with those games anyway? I'm guessing Nintendo wasn't going to go, let's go eBay them. So it was wild. But on the other hand, I mean, it's the perfect example. I loved Super Mario 3D World so much. It was the only game I ever gave 10 out of 10 to. Not that, obviously, Nintendo probably didn't care that much because they still wanted it. Yeah, basically, I gave them back my copy and I still bought it because I wanted to keep playing. I'd completed the game and done a whole bunch of other stuff, but basically I wanted to play it at a slower pace again. But it was kind of crazy. So anyway, so that's my little anecdote from my game journalism days. It kind of always stuck in my head because nobody else did that. Not even close. It's a trustworthy measurement of a journalist, I guess, true. But to be honest, even though a lot of people get very cynical and go, "Oh, games journalists are so, are getting bribed or getting paid off," I never heard of anything like that. Nobody ever did. Nobody was ever going to risk their integrity for a £40 game. It's not the best paid industry, so free games are a nice perk. But ultimately, you get free games whether you're giving it a good review or a bad review. There's, at least on what I ever saw, there was no corruption involved. Once in a while, you would maybe have to write a sponsored article. Having said that, even whenever I've written sponsored articles, A, you have to declare it on the website that this article has been paid for by X company. B, they still don't get any input in terms of... They might be able to say, hey, could you write about this feature? But they have no input in whether you say that feature's good or not. Maybe days there was corruption, but things changed from back then. Yeah. I mean, in my knowledge is from PS3, Xbox 360 era upwards. And no, there is... Well, I've never witnessed any corruption, and I've certainly never been asked to do anything sussy. And I think after a while, quite a lot of people kind of got insulted when my idea was, oh, you're getting bribed because I gave you a free game. And you'd think, no, why would I get... No, that's not how it works. A spell that can't survive a little improvisation was too weak to be worth casting the first... Oh, okay, Sabrina. I think the only thing is, after a certain time, you have the problem of when there are too many games, well, there's not too many games, but yeah, when there are so many games out there and only so much time and so many members of staff or freelancers, there will always be a certain skew, as in, you don't end up reviewing the really bad games. You will always end up reviewing the ones that A, people are actually interested in playing, and then B, the games they don't know they want to play yet, but they're really worth playing. So I think that's why it kind of comes across sometimes a little bit like there's a kind of bias, because it's just a time thing. I mean, if you think how many games come out on the Steam store every day, not everything can be reviewed. So I think that's a lot of the time only the good stuff gets reviewed. Hey, who are you? No littering. Side note, a little bit like how it is on Twitch. People don't tend to stream bad games. They stream the games that people want to see, and good games, because life's too short. I suppose that's no longer my concern, for I am no longer among the living, nor am I your mayor anymore. My name is Balthazar Logan. If you must address me, do so properly. Okay, cool story, bro. Who are you? Does that mean we've met everyone? But yeah, anyway. That's just the latest in my rambles about there's two more to meet, and my experiences in the games industry, which I would recommend as long as you never want to get rich, because there is no money in it, and I think there is even less money in it than there used to be. Because ultimately that's why I ended up pivoting to doing technology. Is that technology was always better paid. Also, touch wood, from what I saw, still no corruption. Although inexplicably, while we're talking about like the opposite of what Nintendo did with wanting stuff returned, in my experience, a lot of the time it is amazing the amount of technology you can get sent to review or cover in a roundup or whatever, and then they just don't want it back. That's why you'll have seen me wear quite a lot of different gaming headsets, because a few months back I did a roundup of the best gaming headsets for work. Hardly any, I was going to say hardly, did anyone want a return? No, nobody wanted a single headset returned, and I ended up with about 15 headsets. Which starts out as the dream, and then it's, I've got 15 headsets, where am I going to put them? So at the moment I'm alternating between streaming with about 3 or 4 different headsets. And I've given some other headsets to friends. And I still have a bunch that I don't really know what to do with. So yeah, technology is wild with stuff I don't want returned. Same with when I used to cover a lot of headphones and earphones. I don't think Ridge can do it yet because he's finishing the roof. Let's check. But again, it's always, well, try it out. If you don't like it, that's fine. I feel like I'm on a go slow, waiting for other things to happen. But on the other hand, I wonder if there's other things to unlock at this point. Could see if we can go in that spooky cave, purely because it's got question mark over it. Sorry, chat. Something randomly just flew into my eye. I have no idea what. Yeah, okay, let's go wander. So, I suppose we could speak to Ridge, but I think he's going to be busy doing a roof. I gotta go, unfortunately. I may be back, I may not. Oh, no worries, Hannah. I hope you have a nice rest of your day. I'll catch you soon, hopefully Monday. So have a good weekend if you don't get a chance to come back. Take care. And enjoy all the Disney. I'm sitting at my desk. Yay, Lou. That's a big, big win. Good job. Yeah, Rich is too busy with a roof. Tomorrow, hopefully. Also, if you're still there, Hannah, good job on the gardening earlier. Gardening is hard. I should technically do so. I kind of wanted to do some gardening today. It's too hot. My ankle is not playing so nicely today, and nah, it's gonna have to wait. Well, we wanted to go. Oh wait, no, that's a whole different place. Okay. How do we get over to there? Yeah, I think the key word for today is hot. Concentrate on ankle recovery, yeah. And Tuesday I'm meeting up with my oldest friend who's come back from Sweden. I don't know what I need to message him to work out what we want to do on the Tuesday. I have a sneaky feeling he's going to be really relaxed because last time round when I said, oh, what day do you want to meet up? What do you want to do? He just went pure, oh, I don't mind. I just really want to see you. That's literally it. And that's obviously incredibly nice, but I'm also there going, we could do have a plan. Let's go see what here. So that's going to involve some ankle stuff. That sounds weird. You know what I mean. It's going to involve me using my ankles. I want to be well rested. Hey, friendly kitten. How are you? Thank you. Yabbis. I'm Yabbis. See? Orange eyes, green purple glow. Flowers for your dream. Ah, you do sell stuff. Ludo brings many things. I taste them. Some I keep. Some come back and I sell. Okay. We'll come back to you. Oh, wait, no, you've got a plushie. We gotta buy the plushie. We got the plushie. But yeah, so I need to have a think of what we could do. Last time he came back, which was 2 years ago, we basically just went for a really long walk and then got some lunch, which was really nice, but we did that last time. I think we were kind of last week thinking about if we went out to get some food somewhere and then came back to my house to play some games. That might be good, so we might do that. Because he's staying at his parents', so... Who do conveniently live like 5 minutes from my house. I'm just dealing with this depression. Other than that, alright. Gonna go get new glasses today. Part of me worries it was a waste of money. Oh, why are you worried it's a waste of money? Admittedly, I hate getting new glasses because it's expensive, and I'm kind of there thinking, why do I have to get new glasses? Not my fault my eyes don't work. But on the other hand, new glasses can kind of weirdly make you feel a bit better. I hope you're dealing, friendly kin. 5 streaks in a row, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm a little bit low energy today on account of the heat. But that's okay. It just means after the stream, can I catch this beetle? I'm gonna have a very, very, very cold shower. And then I think the level of heat at the moment... Oh no, I can't really catch it. Okay. Now I just feel like a toddler chasing a pigeon or something. Okay, let's leave it alone. Yeah, I think the heat means it's just going to be a survival weekend. I think last heat wave there was a point where I just laid on my bed with the fan pointed at my head and waited for the day to end. And it might be that again. Okay, we should probably start heading back a little bit. Still my paranoia, if you hang around at 6 AM, catch fire or something because you're a vampire. I like to think it's a nicer game than that, but who knows. Got to wobble on out of the house now for shopping and pick up. No worries, friendly kin. Take care. I hope your activities today lift your mood a little bit. I know it won't be a magical fix for everything, but I hope it just kind of makes things a little bit better. But yeah, have a good day. Oh yeah, that's bit... Right, left. Okay. Hey Ozzy, how are you doing? I'll get treats. Good. That's exactly what you should do, friendly kin. Get all the treats. I think I am hopefully going to get some treats because basically my mum went out. My mum was originally very, no, it's too hot. I'm not going anywhere. And then I saw online, basically my mum can't eat dairy or eggs and some other stuff. And then she saw that there's this really cool vegan place that makes custard slices, which you can't really get vegan. And she saw they were selling them at this market. So she's gone out to get them. And I think she's going to come back with some kind of treat for me. Which I was a little bit, I probably shouldn't. You know, I'm trying to eat healthier. And then it was a bit, there's too good an opportunity here. We're both staying up late to watch the football. Yeah, that will do. So I think it will go well. Good, home and cooking dinner. So happy. Good. What's for dinner? I hope it's something nice. Whatever it was that flew into my eye is still irritating my eye a little bit. I think the fan might have caught something and then just went straight to the side. But chat, I hope you're having a nice Saturday, whatever time zone you might be in. It is 11:30 here already. Okay, the time is flying. We've got ads coming up in 1 minute. Even though it hasn't been long, I might take a tiny quick break just to see if I can cool down somewhere. But we'll stick words on the stream on for those who don't have ads. Ridge, will you look at that? Good as new. We have a new roof. No leaks, no creaks. Now that's job well done. Looks solid. Thanks, Ridge. No problem. And hey, while I've got you here, I can do more than just repairs, you know. I know, I've heard you can build barns. If you ever want to expand your house, I'm your guy. I can add bigger rooms or even turn it into a proper castle if you've got the resources for it. Just a basic stir-fry. Ooh, I like a basic stir-fry. My inside have been hating me for a while, so my meals are super simple at the moment, so I can sort what's going on. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, good idea trying to keep it simple to... Yeah, if in doubt, go beige. Yeah, beige is usually a good solution. But I hope you narrow it down to what it is. You let me know if you're interested, alright? Sure, Rich. He is making a sales pitch, but we'll leave that go. But yeah, beige is the way. Almost forgot. I've got something for you. A refiner blueprint. It's a blueprint for a refiner. You can make it at your workbench. It will help you turn raw materials into something more useful. Think of it as your first step towards becoming a master builder. Alright, I'll let you get to it. We're on track. Okay, let's water our plants. And then ads will... Oh, it's empty. Let's go fill it up. Side note, I do like the Disney Dreamland just has a magically refilling watering can, because I'm lazy. Okay, chat. Ads are going to come on in 1 moment. So I'm going to stick words on the stream on. I'm going to go top up my water because you might be able to see there is not a lot of water left. And while I had a peached iced tea before the stream, I need all the water. It's hot, by the way. Beige is my comfort zone. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with beige. At times. I don't want beige all of the time, but it's good comfort food. I mean, chips or fries, they're beige. Anyway, I'm going to stick words on stream on. I'm going to be right back. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you for sticking around. Maybe also go for a stretch yourself if you need to. See how you do. Welcome back. We'll pretend that was a seamless switchover. That was not really a seamless switchover. I'm just going to adjust in my chair because I forgot to do that. Hey, Livy, how are you doing? And yeah, that last round was tough. Because I was looking at it, I was back for a moment or two, and I was looking and thinking, nothing. I had nothing. But yeah, I hobbled my way downstairs, got my drink. Side note, walking is weird. It's not so much my ankle today, it's the fact that on Thursday, I did too much at the gym with what I could do with my legs. And I don't know what happened. I had a bath last night. And I swear the heat, you know how heat normally soothes your muscles? It was like my body went, no, bad times. I'm good. Was just lurking for a minute. Then we're working. No worries. We are always lurker friendly here. But it's good to see you here. Yeah, so my thighs, to be dramatic, my thighs do not work how they should work right now. Okay, let's go see Ridge so we learn what we need to do with the barn. So yeah, today is just good. I think after this, I'm gonna drown myself in ice. Okay, a lot of places are closed today. I wonder if we have to push Orlok into apologising, or if it's just a kind of time thing. We should probably go see a question mark person. Do that. Music's pretty nice in this too, isn't it? It's a well-designed game. Wrong way. So far, I haven't found any kind of noticeably weird moments where I'm there going, why'd you do that game? Mina, you've gotta play Nocturna with Evan sometime. I insist. Okay. Is that a snake drawing something? Hey, it's Jack the Snake. Jacques Snake. Lassis. He sells one painting. That's lovely. Hey Sabrina. Hey Hallie. Curious about a stall? This is where I spend most of my weekends. We sell enchanted baubles, oddities, and the occasional cursed object. Oh, love a cursed object. Web of Wonders can get a bit cluttered, so I bring the most select items here. If anything catches your eye, let me know. A bridge. It does. It is a command we haven't used for a while, but fireworks does exist. I am Livy. It's good fun. Yeah, I mean we're only probably about 4 hours in, but so far it's got a lot of promise, and I like the story so far. Graphics, big fan. It is very much Stardew mixed with Animal Crossing. And I'm here for that. I'm still fighting over that stupid bridge. Ugh. Honestly, both Fiona and Orlok need to grow up already. Do you think we should go talk to Orlok and see if he's going to fix that bridge? Yeah, apologise. And then the bridge will get fixed. Because we effectively had a bribe in. We have paid the bribe. Okay, he's napping on the table. Okay, we can't wake him up. Moon's out tonight. Looks good on you. Should have seen Orlok and Fiona in a bar. Like 2 hell kittens fighting over a mouse. Is she still in the bar? Decided to browse for commands. I should also browse for commands. Ozzy, you may come across something that I meant to get rid of and then totally forgot. It is on my list of things to do, and no, it hasn't quite happened yet. Oh, good. I've been curious about it, but didn't want to fall into the hype. That's fair. I managed to totally miss the hype. I think I remember seeing it on my Daredrop site, and I did it solely based on going, that looks like my kind of game. And then once I started playing it, I didn't realise how much hype there'd been for it. So I think I did well. You never want to get caught up in the hype too much. Been a lot of games like that over time, because you know. I mean, that's how I've ended up with things like Dune Awakening. There was so much hype for that, and then everyone just stopped playing it, and it was annoying. 24.6 with the windows open. How hot is it in this room? Okay, it's up to 27.5 centigrade in this room. Non-Brits. The Brits are not okay. Hey, Snack! What do you say? Oh, bucket hat. A bear bucket hat. I think we have to have a bear bucket hat. By the way, chat, I meant to disable it, but if anyone redeems for hat, redeem. I'm sorry, I'm saving that for Monday. It's too hot. How do I wear a hat? We have to go back to my house. That's bad, Aussie. Especially for Lou. The location Lou is at, it should not be. Yeah, in Scotland, that's hot. That's pretty hot for where I am in the UK, but that's hotter for Scotland. You need to get one of those hats that have fans on them. That could be a work of genius, Aussie. That you might be onto something there. Because supposedly, I think we're still meant to have another heat wave after this. Because we were saying earlier, the thing with the UK summer is, what usually... Oh, I was looking for Fiona, what was it? We don't have multiple heat waves. What tends to happen is we have a week, maybe 2 at the most, of say 25 centigrade. And that is our summer. And then it cools down and everyone is happy because the people that like hot weather got their hot weather. And the people who don't like hot weather only had to suffer it for a little while. And the problem is, this is our second heat wave. And we haven't even really got to proper summer. Because summer generally here is seen as... Sorry, I'm trying to shift in my seat and my legs are hurting. Summer is generally kind of late July and August. And we're only in kind of mid to early July. It's 13 in Queensland at the moment. Brr, so cold. Oh, see, I would love 13. I thrive in 13. Could also put a hat on your fan. Would make it work better, but it would be cooler. Could try that. I could. I mean, yeah. I could do that right now. But also, that's before you get into the business of humidity. Because European humidity... What is the humidity right now? It might not be too bad, actually. No, humidity is only 43%, so it is just plain old 31 centigrade at the moment. But I remember the last heat wave, it was something like... I think it was 31 centigrade in my room one night, and it was 80% humidity. And honestly, that could have ended... That was not good. Oh, we've had a bit of morning fog as well, actually, Lou. We don't normally have fog, but we have had that. Anyway, I was looking for Fiona. Yeah, funny enough, damn it, I saw a TikTok video from this Australian who was living in London, and the Australian was there ready to go. Okay, before I moved here, I kind of made fun of the Brits because I thought, why can't they get the hang of the heat? It's not that hot. And then they moved to London, and now they're there going, oh, I see, it's a whole different heat. Or as they described it, every time you step outside, it's like you've opened the oven door. And it's just, yeah, British heat's weird. Humidity is what gets you. Can make a day disgusting. Yeah, that's all we ever... I mean, today is it's pretty low humidity at 43%. But the last heat wave, and I think even the last few days, were kind of at least 60, if not 80. And yeah, it's rough. And that's before you factor in the fact our houses are built for the heat, so they're very well insulated. Fiona, you seem to crave attention, don't you? I don't know what to say to that. I feel oddly judged. I'm going to give her some soup. Not bad. I suppose I'll use it. Because yeah, that's the other thing. You kind of acclimatise to things. Because for instance, yesterday I did go for a walk when it was probably 30 centigrade out. And I could feel my body being a bit, yeah, but it's not like when it was 40 a couple of weeks ago. But today somehow it feels hotter. I don't know if maybe it's just because it's stuck around for a bit longer. Anyway, we're just going to look for Ridge. Because Ridge can help us with the upgrade. I don't think we can upgrade straight away, but I just want to know what we're aiming for. That's Brooke. Oh, that's Ridge. Where is he? Okay. Oh, and my final matter. Nowhere in the UK is air conditioning, or at least to me, there are a couple of shops, the cinema and the gym. They have aircon. Nowhere else really has aircon. So you can never escape it. Hey, Ridge. Wonderful to see so many folks up and about. Inspires me to keep making wonderful things. Let's give you some soup. Is this for me? You shouldn't have. Not that I'm complaining, of course. I wanted to ask you about the upgrade. Do I have to go to, say, his shop or something? Maybe. Stop piecing it together a little bit. Oh, yeah, it's probably the Howling Hammer, isn't it? Yeah, and he's shut. Okay. To make a coffin cat bed, which is quite the sentence, I think it was dark wood? See, I love the cold. Just totally thrive in the cold. I'm a person that trained to run 10k in the winter and was dealing with ice. don't think it snowed that winter, but a lot of ice and just very bitterly cold winds across the seafront. I loved every second of it. I appreciate not everyone likes cold. Okay, coffin cat bed. Yeah, we need dark wood. I don't know where we get dark wood, but I'm guessing if we just keep cutting down trees, eventually. I'm eating a bag of knockoff chili Doritos may taste of cardboard and disappointment. Oh, I'm disappointed for you. Life is too short for cardboard Doritos. Is it even working? Oh, it is. Yeah, that just sounds like sadness. Where did you get them, just so I know where to avoid them? Fake Doritos just aren't here, are they? Nah. Proper Doritos or nothing. They're really bad. By the way, when I went to get my drink, my mum had come back from this produce market she'd gone to, and she's got me this brownie cookie combination thing and a slice of banana bread. Weirdly, even though the brownie cookie thing is more indulgent, right? The second, the banana bread is the thing it's calling to me. Where would a dark tree be? Note, if food does start literally calling to you, you might have a problem. Tempted to send them back with a message. Get someone to make them who isn't continually depressed. Hey, depressed people are entitled to make things too, just not well. What if a dark wood comes when we have a better axe? It does feel a little bit waiting game because we're quite early on. Banana bread has never grabbed me. I'm not sure why. That's fair. I think years ago I was never fussed about banana bread. But I do really like it now. The one I can never get into is carrot cake. I just do not see the point in carrot cake. I'll eat it. But I'm just left thinking if I want to eat cake, I'm eating cake. And I love carrots. But I want to eat carrots if I'm eating carrots. I do not want to have some weird mix. Yeah, it's been too flippant. No, it's fine, Lou. It was funny. You're not actually there going, no. Yeah, it's not like you're there going, the fake Dorito maker is pure. Yeah, they're depressed. Let's mock them. You're all good. See, Stan, lots of people absolutely adore carrot cake. I just... Nah. Maybe I've ate the wrong carrot cake. If I've got to eat it, I'll eat kind of one that's got lots of spices in it. I want cinnamon and something else I can't think the name of. But, yeah, I want those kind of interesting tastes. But there's just always... I suppose the key thing is there's always something else I'd rather eat. I reckon the dark wood is going to come from the bigger things. That is my expert opinion. Not an expert, by the way. Ooh, birdhouse. I too enjoy carrot cake. Love it when it's well made and it's fluffy. Yeah, maybe I've just eaten the wrong carrot cake. It could be that. We've met the snacks. You know what else is a good cake? Orange poppy seed. I have not tried orange poppy seed, but I do like the sound of it. I believe you can't beat a Victoria sponge. Oh, you kind of can't. Is it always my first choice? No. But is it that reliable choice that means, you know, if you were confronted with a series of cakes and you weren't quite sure if they were going to be good, Victoria sponge is always consistent. you can't go wrong with it. My mum was an amazing baker. I'll miss her cake so much. Oh, yeah, I bet, J-Luz. Kind of immediately made me think of, all the foods I would miss from my mum. And my dad was a very good cook. He made the best roast potatoes. I've tried to replicate. I swear some people with cooking and baking, they just have the knack. You can kind of replicate it, but have you got her recipes at least, J-Luz? Because that would be something at least. When you feel in a position to try, that might be good. Not my first choice either. Yeah, as I was saying, but Victoria Sponge is good. I'm a pretty good baker, but I never bake for myself. Being single sucks in that respect. Yeah. I kind of know what you mean. I keep meaning to do more baking. I used to do a lot of baking for the former friend I've mentioned in the past. And I really liked doing that for him because it was kind of an act of care. I don't really bake for myself, and I should, because I think I would save a lot of money, for one thing. But I'm only baking for me. I could also bake for my mum, but this is going to sound really mean. If I'm baking for my mum, it has to be vegan. That's fine. I mean, for instance, the food that she got earlier for me is vegan. I have no qualms about vegan. It has to be gluten-free. I have struggled to find a good recipe for cake and things that is both vegan and gluten-free without kind of tasting a little bit like sadness. Vegan cake, amazing. Vegan gluten-free cake, nah, I haven't figured it out. You can either make amazing roast potatoes or not. There's no in-between. Yeah, there truly isn't, is there? Nah. I baked heaps to relationship. I love showing care that way. And portion size for a single gal is, well, you get it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm always better at baking and cooking if it's for other people. Which is wrong in a way, because we should all be treating ourselves as the other person. We all deserve that, but there's something in my head that means, nah, I put the effort in for others. Beelzebus, how are you? I couldn't help but notice you've been lugging an awful lot around. You realise you don't have to, right? This house is storage. Big, spacious. You can tuck your things in there. Furniture, food, odd socks. It'll be nice and safe. I'll keep an eye on it. No rodents are getting in on my watch. The game's educated me, chat. I'm being educated. Oh wait, no, I don't want you... I want to drop stuff, not... Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do. But yeah, chat, if there are good family recipes around, try and get them written down. Store them somewhere. My mum has done that a little bit with her stuff. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to press. But it's so easy to be a little bit... I'll do it tomorrow. How do I wear the... Oh, there. Okay, that didn't fit quite how I expected. But, okay. Oh, I might just cancel the hat. Yes, okay. I memorised my shortbread recipe. It melts in my mouth. Oh, I love shortbread. My only problem with shortbread is I have... You know how some people, they start drinking and they can't really stop? Oh, yeah, they have various other vices. Mine's shortbread. If I buy a pack of shortbread from somewhere, I'm going to end up eating my whole packet. I'm going to feel awful for it. And I'm going to learn absolutely nothing from that lesson. Mina, Hallie, you actually did it? Dad's going to apologise. I can hardly believe it. Hey! I thought this day would never come. Come to the owner's house in Moonlight Pines. I've gathered everyone there. Also, I heard about that tab Orlok made you pay. I get so embarrassed by him sometimes. He really has no shame. Here, take this. Oh, she paid me back. But yeah, I have fairly good self-restraint until it comes to biscuits or cookies. Dear Hallie, I hope you're settling in well. I know it's a big change, but I'm sure you're managing. By the way, did you lose your phone again? I haven't heard from you in a while. Oh. I feel like I'm in trouble. Just checking. I've sent you a little money for whatever you need. Love, Mom. Sorry. My bad. Oh, she sent me a good amount of money. I'm sorry. I should do better. A neighbour's wife had to take the shortbread batch I baked away from him as he was just chain eating. That is me, Lou. I have issues. Parents are always embarrassed. Yeah, poor Mina. I have a few yummy desserts in my repartee. I generally just make them for family occasion. Nice, J-Luz. Yeah, I need to get back to baking. I think also the healthy eating, which has gone off a little bit lately, but yeah, the general healthy eating is kind of veered. Oh, it's raining anyway. I don't need to, do I? No, okay. Has kept me away from baking as much, but I would save good money doing so I should probably work on that. Cheeky digestive bicky is always nice. The one with chocolate on one side. Yep, that is one of the things that I struggle to stop eating. Like, really struggle. It's a problem. It sounds like kind of like a funny problem, but it is a literal problem. Presumably you have to wait for it to finish processing. Meet Mina at Fiona's house. Okay, we can go do that. Yeah, it feels like after a gym, there's always a lot of shops near where my gym is. If I walk over, get all the healthy things I need, and then I pick up a packet of biscuits, especially if they're shortbread biscuits or anything covered in chocolate, it's like I'm sabotaging myself. My mindset is, they're a healthier bicky, so therefore I can eat lots. Hashtag wholemeal. I mean, yeah, there are worse biscuits. We'll go with that. I'm not stealing anyone's joy of biscuits. They're the best. Oh, it's you. I love it when you walk in somewhere and somebody just goes, oh, it's you. I was expecting Orlok. Thank you for the follow. We have anonymous follows, but welcome on in, and it's good to have you. Hey, Sanguru, how you doing? I finally managed to buy a keycap puller cleaning set. Executive dysfunction kept putting it off. Oh, good job, Luminary. I need to clean my keyboard. I'm looking at it and it's not quite a toxic wasteland, because it's my toxic wasteland, so that's okay, but I am looking at it thinking, yeah, you should inspire me. I should do something. Took me almost a year. Yeah. I have some compressed air. Not in this room, so I think downstairs. It would take me like 5 minutes to clean up this keyboard. Have I done it? No. Fiona, are you absolutely sure he's coming, Mina? Yes, I'm sure. He swore he'd apologise. He'll show. Eventually. Hey, Orlok, do you think he's a bit drunk? I don't have... Ooh... Go on, Dad, they're waiting. I don't know, Evan. I'm really not feeling too well. Maybe we should reschedule? A dignified apology should not be rushed after all. Get on with it, Orlok. There's a whole audience, just what I needed. Oh, hello, Fiona. It'd be hard to take somebody seriously with a bunny bucket hat on their head, wouldn't it? Orlok. Well, Dad, you promised. My stomach. I may not be in peak condition for this monumental occasion. Perhaps another night. I don't have time for this. Fiona, wait. After much deliberation, I have chosen to be the bigger person and bestow upon you an apology. Ooh, it's coming, chat. It's coming. Oh, and what exactly are you apologising for? For the deeply unfortunate consequences of your... Oh. That's not an apology. For the deeply unfortunate consequences of your overreaction. Ah, Orlog. That does not count, buddy. £6 on a full set. That's a good price. Oof. Oof, indeed. Yeah, it's super sassy. Which, as we both know, was completely unwarranted. Oh my god, Fiona's going to hit him. Dad! Fine. Perhaps my harmless joke was mildly ill-advised. Oh, he's one of those. It's just a bit of banter. He doesn't mean it, really. I'm sorry. And while I'm here, I'm sorry for dropping your wand in my lake. Did she already know about that? And I love the symmetry with all three people turning back and forth like a tennis game. For selling your cauldron. That was you? Uh-oh. I was financially indisposed, Fiona. It was the small matter of an unpaid tab. Plus it was just sitting there collecting dust. I merely facilitated its transfer to a more appreciative owner. Oh dear. Fine, consider your half-hearted apology accepted. Whoa, Fiona is better than I would be. Do you live for curse? Well, here's the thing. I may have lost my temper. And I may have been a tiny bit reckless when casting the spell. Oh dear. What does that mean? Well, I don't actually know how to lift the curse. Oh, brilliant. So after all this, you're just as stuck as we are. Truly an inspired bit of spell work, Fiona. It was meant to be a one-way curse. To lock you in, not cut you off. This wasn't supposed to happen. Look, I'll fix it, but I might need some help. I sense a quest. I hate to admit it, but this is beyond me. We need Noel, Sabrina, and Luna for this. Not Noel. I hate Noel. He's so smug. Yes, stay in bed, Sanguru. It's not worth it. And when I say it, I mean the weekend is not worth it. Just stay in bed. It's a Saturday. You should be an adult and get things done before stream, but the AC Brotherhood replay is calling me. Ooh, how are you finding Brotherhood? I realised the other day, because I watched some people play AC Black Flag Remaster, and I realised the other day that I love almost all the Assassin's Creed games, and I realised I don't actually own any of them anymore. Because I played them all on the Xbox, and I sold my Xbox about a year ago because I needed the money, and now I haven't got the games. Yeah, I can't play the games. So I still have Valhalla on my PlayStation and Shadows on my PC. But I'm a little bit gutted that I haven't got my massive catalogue of AC games anymore. Noel is Noel the Clint of this game. Noel is worse. Because you know how Clint is a bit pathetic and thinks very little of himself? Noel thinks he is God. He thinks he is the greatest thing ever. And that is worse because he is so painfully smug and irritating about it. Brotherhood was £3 on sale on Steam. I was looking at all the AC games in the sale and I was getting so tempted, and then I was sensible and didn't buy any of them. And now I'm left thinking none of them are in the sale anymore. Yeah, the sale ended, didn't it? Are they still on the sale? They could be. But I was trying to be sensible because I thought, well, I have loads of games. They'll be on sale. Yeah, the sale's over. There we go. I survived. I dodged that bullet. I can come back to it another time. There will be other bullets. One thing that kept tempting me was the bundle. The franchise bundle was about £130. But basically all the Assassin's Creed games, 16 different Assassin's Creed games, and I was so tempted, but I have all these stupid car stuff going on. So maybe sometime. Weirdly, I barely played Black Flag. I played it briefly years and years ago, but I haven't played it much. If you ever choose to play the first 2 AC games on PC, I strongly recommend using the Eagle patch. It'll make the whole experience much easier. Okay, we'll remember that. Next time there's a sale, and thank you for the hydrate, Seth. Hopefully next time round I'll have a better idea of finances, and then I will go mad and just spend 130 quid to get 16 Assassin's Creed games, and I will revel in every moment. But I was sensible this time round. Also, I forgot to say Luminary, because you asked how the game was. I'm really liking it. So I'm trying to get comfy because my legs are not having a good time. They are definitely struggling with sitting in the heat. I think I probably, after the stream, can I move my leg a little bit without it being on camera? Not really. I think after stream I'm going to go live in a cold shower, or a cold bath probably, and see if it loosens up my very, very tight muscles. But yeah, I'm liking it, Luminary. It's basically Animal Crossing mixed with Stardew. And it's a very... Yeah, as you can see, there keeps being new stuff unlocked. And I'm intrigued to see what happens. I assume at some point we're going to end up in a massive grind, because that always happens. But for now, it's ticking along well. Let's go see Sabrina. And I love the visuals. It's very cute. Without being kind of painfully cute. But it does kind of confuse my brain that we're doing stuff in the night, because we're a vampire. But I'm there thinking, you know, I'm trying to mentally remember when I need to go to bed, which is kind of before 6 AM. Hey Sabrina, every place has a story, you just have to know how to listen for it. What you need? Fiona needs my help? Fine, I'll come. If this turns into another lecture about spell control, I'm leaving. Yeah, we need to go see Noel or Luna. Livy, no worries. It's been lovely to see you here. And I will see you again soon. Take care. And thank you. Yeah, I just overdid it at the gym. And that and the heat has low-key wrecked me. Anyway, this game looks so cute. I think it is really cute. I think if you like Stardew, or you like Animal Crossing, or basically anything vaguely cozy, you're going to like this. But, I think as you saw on my last stream, Noel is so annoying. We're going to find out in a minute, but Noel truly loves himself, and it's kind of... On the one hand, we should admire anyone who can love themselves as much as Noel. And on the other hand, dude needs to learn to chill. Hey Noel, look at you, an avid angler now, huh? We'll need a rematch one of these days. Look at that face. He looks like a bad guy in a Shrek film. Fiona needs help. Fiona needs me? Well, this is going to be good. Alright, I'll come along. Can't miss a chance to see her admit she needs backup. Look, just... Noel is handsome, but the problem is Noel knows he's handsome, which makes him less handsome. He looks like he smells like mothballs. He does also look like he smells like mothballs. But you can be handsome while also smelling. But he is the annoying kind of handsome where he would be so high maintenance. He would be gaslighting you. He will be telling you everything you've done wrong. And he would also be the person, if you were out for a meal with him, I bet you if you ordered something indulgent, he would be looking at you and going, "Oh, you didn't get a salad." And that's when you would throw the meal in his face. Okay. Now we know what Luna looks like. See, Wit knows what I'm talking about. I feel like you take longer in my bathroom more than me getting ready. Yeah. You're going to order a salad, right? Yep. For the lady, perhaps a salad. Perhaps not. Yeah. That is his attitude. Handsome is not the be-all and end-all. You know what is? Personality. Because to be blunt, a lot of the time you can't do much about what you look like. I mean, yeah, sure, there's, makeup and clothes and stuff. But, oh, that was lewder. Never mind. But to an extent, your looks are your looks. You can't really, change much, which is fine. That's good. But your personality, because on the other hand, say, if you're going out with somebody, they're going to age, or something might happen to them, or they get ill, or whatever. That means their looks or their shape, or physically, they're going to change over the years, which is where you need good personality, because good personality lasts a lifetime. Looks only last so long. Yeah. I love a man with a sense of humour. Roast me, but call me pretty. Yeah, exactly. Because, if, say, you're 85 in a nursing home, creaking away, about ready to collapse and die, hopefully not too soon, but, I mean, I say that you're 85, but the key thing is, people are going to remember your personality. Yeah. Just think of anyone in the world. You remember how they make you feel. Noel would not make you feel good. And that's my final comment. Just no to Noel. Hey, Ludo. Best part of the day. Face planting onto bed. True, though, isn't it? Face planting onto your bed is the best part of the day. Hey, Calandra. I'm feeling sad. I just got rid of a game I put a lot of time and effort into. Oh, I'm sorry, Calandra. What happened? If you want to share. But that sucks. Everyone do sympathise with Calandra. And we're gonna go find... It was Luna, right? Because, yeah, I got my hats mixed up. It's called Stellaris. Oh, I've heard of Stellaris. I think Red Brown, who's in here every once in a while, I think he plays that. Or at least he has mentioned it at some point. After 1,600 hours, I just couldn't put up with it anymore. Whoa. I mean, you got good value for money there, but what happened that meant you just couldn't face it anymore? Did you just feel like you'd seen everything, or did something happen? Oh, that's where we're going. That annoyed you? That sucks either way. I mean, not that length of game, but I have played games before where you get to the end and you feel that little bit lost because you're a little bit, what do I do with my life now? And that's a weird feeling of a game. Too many changes, too much DLC bloat. Oh, I hate when that happens. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hope you find a game that gives you the same kind of joy it once gave. Yeah. That's a rough position to be in. That's how I felt about The Sims. Yeah, I can see that. I did get into The Sims 4 for a while. I'm still left feeling like the glory days was The Sims 2 and maybe The Sims 3. And yeah, it's frustrating. To kind of, sounds a bit of a cliche, but I think it works even with games, is you got to think of how good those 1,600 hours were. Can't wait till when we can buy one of those goofy little chickens. Hey, Luna. Hi, welcome to my little patch of paradise. Fiona needs help. Fiona needs my help? That's unexpected. If it's that bad, I guess I don't have much of a choice, huh? I'll be there. I loved Sims 1. Yeah, Sims 1 was good. I mean, Sims 1 was hard. It was a lot hard. Oh, we're going to Curse Bridge. Okay. I mean, the main thing I remember from The Sims 1 is you don't have any days off from work, and then you can't have a work-life balance. You're just there constantly going, it tells me to form a relationship with these people, but I only have these amount of hours, and Sims 1 is brutal, but also really satisfying for that same reason. Oh, the robbers. Those sneaky little robbers. Moonlight Peaks is going well. I like it. It's very, there we go, gentle, but it feels like there's a nice steady progression to it. I'm just fidgeting a bit because I managed to pull some stuff in my legs at the gym on Thursday, and now nothing is comfortable ever again. I'm being dramatic, it'll probably be fine tomorrow. I used to play Sims so much, but then they kept coming out with new DLC, and it became too much money to keep up with, so I haven't touched it in a long time. Sims DLC is the perfect example of feature. Yeah, they should have just kept it simple. And it gets so... I mean, doesn't it cost like thousands of pounds to get all of the Sims content? Something crazy like that. Thank you, Calandra. Yeah, it's an annoying one, because I've still got problems with my ankle from ankle sprain. So I was really careful at the gym to make sure I didn't mess up my ankle. And then instead, I messed up the top of my legs instead. And it's a weird one where you're left going, how can it hurt that much? And it really does. It's annoying. I'm kind of hobbling around. I started playing a demo last night, the game I feel you might like. It's called Grimshire. I think somebody else said about that. I should check it out. While I think of it, I'm going to get it, open it up on my Steam. And then after the stream, I'm going to download it because I can't remember who, but I know somebody else told me that I would love it. Oh, it's got a cute little rabbit. Okay, we're playing that. I pulled a muscle on my leg a couple of weeks back. It was agony. Yeah. It's surprising how much your legs can hurt when you pull something. And I pulled the muscles in kind of my thigh. My muscles are big. Do not recommend. Fiona. Alright, everyone's here. Let's get this over with. Wow, Fiona actually admitted she needs help. This is a historic day. See what I said about Noel? Don't make me regret this. If this fails, I'll be claiming your house as compensation, Fiona. Bold of you to assume I'd ever let you inside my... Enough, let's undo this mess. It has to be a combined effort. Focus. Said in that aggressive a tone. It's working! You unlocked a thingy. A very important thingy. I should do it. We can go home again. Finally, I don't even remember what my coffin looks like anymore. Warlock? Well, I suppose I must graciously acknowledge your efforts. Good job, witches. I don't think he meant that. Try not to strain yourself with all that gratitude, Orlok. Yeah. Orlok and Noel might get on well. Hey, Pugnacious, how are you doing? So much fun for the little I play. Okay, I'm going to check out Grimshire later. Yeah, Sabrina the Teenage Witch indeed. There's like a fire or groin muscle. Yeah, mine is that high up. It's surprising. At the moment, I think it is actually in some ways more debilitating than when I sprained my ankle. Yeah, as in when it was newly sprained rather than a month in. There's an odd answer to how I'm doing. Okay. How are you doing, Slugnacious? I got yucky nail polish to help me start biting at the biting at the skin around my nails. Oh, good job. I have had a few friends who have done that and it works really well. Oh. They got on my lips and now I keep tasting it for the past 12 hours. How did it get on your lips? And I can't use nail polish removers on my lip. No, that's very true. How did it get on your lips? What happened? Or is it worse? Is it that thing where you go, I don't know. It just happened. Automod. Automod did not like sex-based term eating finger food. Okay. I was eating finger food and it transferred, I think. Automod, don't finger food. Yeah. Automod doesn't like it. Automod only likes it if you use cutlery. He is very judgmental of those of us who eat with our fingers. Oh, that sucks. Also, that's such a weird thing to do. Which I kind of love. But I love finger food. Hold on. Let's add permitted term finger food. I can't see it often being used as a problem. I love finger food too. Eat fried dough with a fork and knife like a fancy boy. Starts eating sausage rolls with cutlery. Yep, that's what we have to do now because the automod is judging. Chat, have you ever eaten pizza with a knife and fork? Because I have, and I'm sorry, but sometimes it's easier. I think I would get murdered in certain circles. George eating a candy bar with a fork and knife. Okay, I have standards. I wouldn't do that. I definitely have. Yeah, in a restaurant. Yeah, see, a restaurant is a particularly good place for it, because there's certain places that are a bit fancy. Ooh, cat tower blueprint. Got a bag of crisps, time to get the cutlery out. Yeah, no more finger food. Love pizza, but it can be a bit greasy. Yeah, sometimes it's just easier. I'm glad I'm not alone, because there are definitely people in the world who would get very horrified at the idea of eating pizza with a knife and fork. But sometimes it's just easier. I love these little bits to dig up. The bits to dig up are very Animal Crossing. Do they have Little Debbie snacks in the UK? No, I have not heard of Little Debbie snacks. What are they? Are they good? Please let them be good. Sometimes I do a knife and fork if I want to get each bite dipped in ranch. Oh, see, that's good. That's good thinking, Wit. That is just sensible. That means you are getting optimal pizza. They make these honey buns that are a pastry with honey coating. I'd eat them with a fork. Yeah, that sounds messy, but that sounds really tasty. Because that's the thing. I don't want, without sounding slightly iffy, I don't want my fingers to get too dirty. Like the really nice breakfast sandwich I had this morning. Because I swear the guy put a whole pack of halloumi and an entire avocado in it. It got really messy and I ended up eating the last of it with a knife and fork. Because it was it was no longer fun messy. It was just, I was missing out on my food. I love halloumi too, yeah. I was really lucky with this breakfast sandwich because I haven't been there in a month because of my ankle. And I managed to walk there today, which in hindsight probably did not help the thigh injury I have. But it was worth it. And I got there, and it turns out they don't do my favourite breakfast sandwich anymore. Because basically, I was the only one that ever ordered it. And then I didn't have breakfast there for over a month. And so they took it off the menu. And then luckily, because I know the owner, he just went, oh, it's okay, we've got halloumi, we've got avocado, I'll go make it. And And then he made it and then named it on the receipt with my IRL name special. I've never had a sandwich named after me before. And I was really, I don't know. It sounds really silly because, you know, it's not going anywhere else, but it was just the idea of there's a sandwich with my name on it. Literally. So that's really good. And then he just went, oh yeah, anytime you come in, just say that's what you want. We'll get that sorted. So it is halloumi, avocado, sriracha sauce, everything bagel seasoning in a brioche bun roll, whatever you want to call it. And it is really nice. And I think because he was extra pleased that I was able to make it there, I swear it was the whole, it was definitely a whole avocado, and I swear it was a whole pack of halloumi. It was so much halloumi, which I think is what's made me really thirsty today, because I've just eaten so much halloumi this morning. And it was amazing, and it was a really nice experience. One of those ones that remind you that, yeah, people are good, which is exactly what you should have, particularly on a Saturday morning, I think. Yeah, really good customer service. It was so good, Stan. I would recommend it. New York has a type of pizza called grandma style. And I ordered some last night. The receipt had one grandma on it. So do you now have an old lady living with you? What is grandma style pizza? How does that even... What is grandma pizza? The good style. Okay. Similar to Detroit style, if you know. Oh, I do. Hey, Chloe, how are you doing? I tend to like very thin Italian style pizza. But having said that, I've never had American pizza. So, oh, I see. Hold on. That little timer is telling us how long we have to wait. So yeah, I think I would happily try Detroit style or New York style or name an American city style. Oh, I should have sold some stuff to Chester. Never mind. Rectangular pizza, rectangular slice. Ooh, okay, I've had rectangular pizza then. I must have had grandma pizza without knowing it. No age jokes. My son loved it, so I'll order it again. He's the type of autistic where he finds eating annoying, so him loving something is rad. Oh, that's really good. Rectangular pizza sounds convenient. Certainly when I had square pizza. It was pretty convenient. I'm just going to turn my camera off a second so you can avoid seeing me cringe as I sit up with my broken, not literally, but my damaged legs. Be right back. We're back. You didn't have to watch as I kind of gingerly stood up like an old person, poked about at some muscles and went, not good. After the stream, I'm going to go have a cold shower and I'm going to point the shower head exactly at where the muscles are so sore. Because I did that before the stream and it felt a little bit like if you had, say, a sports massage, that kind of thing. It did help. And I made sure it was really cold because I think what happened was last night I had a very hot bath and they were a little bit achy and I thought, well, that's okay, I'll have a hot bath. That will ease it. Yeah, sometimes you have a hot bath and it does the exact opposite and then you regret everything in life. That's what happened. Why was there wood under a thing? Yeah. Whatever, in a hole. Oh, I love focaccia. Yeah, ice and heat are great for sore muscles. I alternate them for my back. Yeah, it's tricky learning which of ice and heat will help my back at any given time. Have to suss out the symptoms. Yeah, I got caught out. I underestimated the injury and thought, oh, it's not too bad. It was, chat. It was really... Getting out of the bath was harder than when my ankle was newly messed up. And also the heat of the moment is making my ankle hurt anyway, so I don't want to sound like a dramatic old person, but I'm a bit broken today. It's not the best. Yeah. I mean, I walked to the sandwich shop this morning because it meant a lot to me. I'm not doing any more walking today. I thought I'd be broken. Usually I would try and do another walk, but it's 35 centigrade out this afternoon. I can't really walk. I don't think there's any benefit. Hey, Chester. When we made pizza at home, it's rectangular too, since that fits better on the bacon tray. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. That's just practical thinking. It's only taken 5 years of my chronic back pain, but I'm finally learning how to manage it. Hashtag winning? You are winning, Slugnacious. I mean, you're winning a very tough battle, but you are winning. Yep. You're doing your best. Let's go see Ridge. Too hot to think, let alone walk. Yeah, I just can't do it today. My personal trainer group is doing a competition where you earn points if you walk over 8,000 steps. I can't do it. Not today. I've walked, to be honest, not that many steps. How many? I mean, I did that little walk. Oh, okay, I walked 4,000. See, if I did one more walk, I could do it. I don't want to. I don't think it would be healthy. Supposedly, Detroit style originated because they always had oil pans around from the automotive industry. Hopefully clean ones. Hopefully? Hopefully? Do in-game steps count? I wish. That'd be so useful. I mean, if I truly, truly wanted to, I do have a walking pad. I could just walk on that for a while indoors. Nah, I'm not that dedicated. I'm going to treat myself like a dog. You know how people say when there's a heat wave, missing one walk is not going to kill your dog, but the heat wave might? That's what I'm doing. Missing a walk is not going to kill me. I can live without. Hey, Ludo. Want to see something fun? Sure, what's going on? It's just some drama you might find entertaining. Oh, not drama. Brooke and Orlock are at it again. Something about honour, legacy, who's the bigger man? You know, the usual. At this point, they sound like an old married couple. There's a lot more drama in this game than there is Stardew. Ludo is looking like one radical dude. He's also a vampire, if I remember rightly. This I've gotta see, right? Practically a town event at this point. Head to the Crest Garden, left of the town hall if you want to see the show. Should be a good time. How do you do, fellow kids? Well, he's a vampire. He's probably 500 years old. Actually, we're going to the Howling Hammer first. Yeah, imagine the amount of trends and crazies Ludo has seen. I saw the bridge was fixed. Let's hope nobody tries that kind of magic again. I want to see if you can build a barn. Oh wait, no, not that. This upgrade will add a room. Very Stardew. It takes money and resources. I would like a barn. Right. Okay, so customize doesn't work. Upgrade my house doesn't work. Or maybe I got to buy it? No, that looks suspicious. Oh, barn. Okay, that costs 4,000 G coins, whatever we call it. We can afford it. Let's build it. Tomorrow is your birthday, Slugnacious. Yay! Everyone, wish Slugnacious a happy early birthday. Because we won't be streaming tomorrow. So this is the chance. What do you got planned, Slugnacious, if anything? Where would farming games be without gold, wood, and stone? I know. It's a flashback to when I used to play Age of Empires as a kid, because gold, wood, and stone was really important for that too. Thank you, I'm going to be 44. Happy birthday. That is no age. 44 is fine. I'm going to be... I actually had to think about how old I'm going to be in October. I'm going to be 42. Yeah, 42. So, have a good one. A barn. What a great choice. You'll need to choose a location for it on your farm. Where shall we place it? Do we have to clear stuff? Maybe we do. Yeah. Okay, well, after we go see the drama, we're going to have to come back and do that. Shared some pizza. Ooh, looking forward to seeing Ozzy. Anything pizza-based, I am happy with. Chat, go have a look on the Discord. Ozzy's posting pictures of pizza. I might take my daughter to see Moana or Minions, and then see if my kids want to go get dinner somewhere. That sounds nice. My ex-wife did something messed up on my birthday last year, so I'm going to try not to think about that. Oh, I'm sorry, Slugnacious. Did you post that on FG's Discord last year? I've got a weird feeling I remember you. Obviously, you don't have to recall it or anything. I just remember you were having a really difficult time then. But to sound overly positive, look how far you've come. You're doing really well, Slugnacious. You have improved your life in leaps and bounds, and I know it's not easy. Stuff like rebuilding your life is annoyingly never easy, but you are doing great. My body doesn't like cheese much anymore, so I don't make very much. Oh, that sucks, Ozzy. I'm sorry. I think I mentioned it in her chat recently too. I don't mind sharing. If it's fine for chat, she met up with her affair partner in England on my birthday. Yeah, I have a feeling I remember you saying that before. That's just nasty. That's just... I know it's really hard now, but I'm glad that you were away from that. Because you don't deserve to be around somebody who's going to treat you like that. Nobody deserves to be around somebody who treats you like that. But yeah. But I also get, it's not easy. But you're doing good. See the drama. I'm sorry my kids still have to deal with it, but I'm here to support them through it. Yeah, it sounds like you're doing a really good job too. Sadly, they're going to have to learn stuff as they go along, aren't they? Which is wrong. Perfect example of why you need to be better once you have kids in particular. But it is what it is. Brooke, admit it, Orlock. You took it. Oh yes, because I clearly have nothing better to do than run off with your rusty dog tag. That rusty dog tag is a symbol of Logan's strength and history. It represents our entire legacy. And yet here we are. No crest, no legacy. Just you yelling. Orlock's kind of a pain, isn't he? You wolves always assume foul play instead of considering the obvious. And what exactly is the obvious? The possibility your precious relic wasn't stolen at all. Maybe it was misplaced. Or taken down like the other crests after that whole Dracula debacle. Or maybe it grew legs and walked off. What are we talking about, Orlok? Nonsense. You took it, I'm sure of it. You were probably jealous that it was the last crest still on display. Enough, both of you. Stop. Thing is, they look kind of cute, because they're cute little characters. It kind of detracts from the severity of it all. My daughter's therapist said you can only protect her for so long. She's going to realise who her mother is. Paraphrasing. Yeah, she is. The good news is I've been successfully using the situation to guilt my emotionally distant parents into visiting more often. Oh, that's good. They visited for the first time in 18 months and are already planning another visit next month. That's good. Okay, I'm glad at least they are turning up at last. But yeah, what your daughter's therapist said is spot on. I mean, I'm lucky that I have, well, had in the case of my dad, but yeah, have good parents. Grandparents were a very different matter. In particular, one of my granddads was a very horrible, awful person I've talked about it before, but in a multitude of ways. And I learnt this over time as a kid, but then I remember when I started talking to my parents, which is a difficult conversation to have, but I kind of read the room and thought, I don't think, by that point, I don't know, I got on well enough with my parents, I was just honest. And yeah, it turned out my parents were there going, oh no, he's an absolutely awful person. We tried to not demonstrate that we hated him because we wanted you to learn for yourself because it's your grandfather. We didn't want to kind of steer you down a certain path, but yeah, look, you figured it out for yourself. And I think it's better if you figure out these things for yourself, because then nobody gets accused of anything. Nobody gets accused of, hey, you're turning so-and-so against me, or, stuff like that. But, so, not the same as parents, but I do understand that angle. And I think it is the healthiest angle. I think potentially none of it is massively healthy, because, everyone deserves to have good parents, good grandparents, good people in their life. But I think the best thing is to kind of learn from your own experience rather than what other people say. But it's rough. But anyway, short version, my granddad was a very violent racist who, to be honest, was pretty dangerous. And he wasn't a problem to me. But he boasted a lot about his exploits. And also, I don't know, most of us have probably met somebody in their life that they haven't necessarily done anything to them, but you have that weird feeling that they might. So you're always a little bit uncertain around them and you just feel uncomfortable and a little bit, Anyway, that was him. So, so my parents somehow managed to bridge the gap of simultaneously protecting me, just in case, while also trying not to be a bit, hey, your grandfather's a really awful person. Side note, before I move on to a different subject, but I'm weirdly proud of this, grandfather wasn't a blood relative. The grandfather was my dad's stepfather, who married my grandmother when my dad was about 12 or something. And to me, it's a very important thing to be a bit, he wasn't really related to us. He married into that. And I'm glad I am not related to him. But anyway, my parents had major issues, and I tried to shield my daughter from it. Yeah, that's sensible. Yeah, that makes sense. I think always like this, not what we've been talking about, but the argument amongst the werewolves and the vampires. Unfortunately, yes. And Dad wonders why I have headaches all the time. Yeah, you get used to their arguing. It's basically background noise for me at this point. Hey, everyone's got problems with relatives then. Anyway, today's drama is brought to you by the missing Logan Crest. Sounds like the name of someone. There's very serious business. It's a symbol of history and unity, blah blah blah. Ludo, that crest has been in our family for generations. What a tragedy. A piece of metal went missing. Oh look, don't wind them up. Alert the supernatural authorities. Oh look, is a right stirrer, isn't it? Okay, enough. I refuse to stand here and watch two grown men throw tantrums. Honestly, it's embarrassing. Yeah, let's go before this gets worse. Yeah, I don't... bad sentiment. Smart choice. I'm with Hallie. Come on, Hallie. Let's track this thing down before I lose my mind. Ludo, you're coming too. Fine. You can take your skateboard, Ludo. Oh, we're going back to rowing. Tell 'em Sega. Yeah, gotta be Sega, not Saga. My grandmother was an awful racist too. My mum had a friend from school, a black girl, visit for dinner. My grandmother threw away the dishes she used after dinner. Sickens me. Oh, I'm so sorry, Slugnacious. That is horrible. My grandfather, when I was a teenager, boasted that when he was a lot younger and he lived in Scotland, he and a group of friends would chase down people that weren't white with cricket bats to basically, as far as I know, didn't actually beat them to death, but I hope not. But certainly do bad things to them. And obviously when he described that story to me, he did not use non-white or person of colour or... No, he used some words I would never use. So I understand that, Slugnacious. Some people are just not good. Yeah. To get back to the game, there's too many attractive characters in this game. Sweat's in pansexual nerd. They are all... That's where the graphic upgrade is nice. Saga. Alright, now that we're free of that background noise, where do we even start looking for this crest? How about we just give it some time. Things have a way of turning up on their own, you know. So... I can't believe I'm related to you. Do you expect an inanimate object to find its way home? We're asking around. Now. I'll check with the witches. If there's any magic involved, they might have sent something. Ludo, go check with Ambrosia's. Hallie, would you mind checking with the seers? See if Dragon's so-called visions are actually useful. We'll meet back at Broken Lamp after. I got farming to do, but okay. Fine, I'll do it. But do I get a treat or something for my suffering? What, like a dog treat? Ludo's look is so unsettling. He really does simultaneously look 16 and 50. Ludo is, yeah. I find Ludo a bit, yeah, unsettling as well. I was going to say creepy, and then I thought, unsettling. He is a hard one to warm to. Yeah. I don't know what my favourite is at this point. I kind of like Ridge. Ridge seems quite likeable, and he isn't as judgmental as his brother. Brooke definitely does not like me. But Alina's, not Alina's who I'm looking for. Ridge seems okay. Ludo's just chilling. Chat, it's getting so hot in here. Has the temperature gone up? Yeah, it's up to 28. Great. 28 centigrade indoors. I know my fan is just pumping out hot air at this point. Speaking of looking 16 and 50, I saw an elderly man, must have been 70 plus, wearing green cargo shorts. Looked so odd to me. Yeah. Did they suit him? I mean, I guess as long as he's comfortable, that's fine, but I'm just wondering, did they suit him? Then I asked my son if that's how high schoolers see me in my green camo cargo shorts, and he said yes. Oh. That was quite a burn, wasn't it? Yeah. Ignatius, you've learnt the key lesson. Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to. Set myself up for it, so it couldn't be men. Yeah. Also, knowing what kids are like, he might have just said that just because it was such an easy joke. I sometimes ask Dragon if he's eating properly. He ignores me half the time. Haven't seen anything, sorry. But Orlok? Nah, he's not that kind of guy. Just a drunk, not a thief. He also might have just said it because he doesn't listen to me and just says yeah to everything I ask. Yeah, that is such a teenager thing to do. Just the easiest thing is just keep going, yeah. Yeah. What was that? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sure. It's the path of least resistance. Did you take out the trash? Yeah. Half hour later. Did you take out the trash? You never asked me to do that. Teenagers. I mean, granted, I was a teenager who probably had ADHD, as I continue to be an adult who probably has ADHD. So I would have just got easily distracted and then totally forgotten, and probably even forget that somebody had even asked me. You've got severe ADHD. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think from what I remember being around teenagers, they forget stuff anyway. Spring night, smell of mischief. The moon loves a good trick. Yeah, I knew you would come. No, you didn't. The crest fate is shrouded in mystery. Its path hidden beyond the veil. It calls to us with many eyes, yet remains in darkness. In other words, you have no idea. Patience, Hallie. The universe does not reveal all at once. But perhaps if the fates align just so, I could assist in unravelling this mystery. If, of course, you believe my gifts might be of use. Alright, I'll humour you. Meet us at the bar. A wise choice. The energies I call upon flow best in places of gathering. I shall meet you there. He means the pub. He wants to go to the pub. We need to go find Alina as well. He doesn't like taking his medication, so he skips it without telling me. Oh, that's rough. I mean, the medication... I'm just going to shift awkwardly. Medication can have some rough side effects, though, too, right? My energy also works best in a pub. Valid. Chat, we got ads coming up in about a minute or so. I'm going to keep playing through it because I don't really need a break. Well, I probably do need a break, but I probably need like a 2-hour break, not a 3-minute break. So I'm just going to keep going. Oh, that's who we're looking for. Yeah, probably won't miss a huge amount because we're roaming. Good time to say, if you have Prime membership that you haven't used up elsewhere, you can enjoy the benefits of a free sub to any Twitch channel, which means no adverts for that whole month. And then after the month runs out, you can go use your Prime sub anywhere else. And it might be a useful thing to do. Or it might not be. I'm not telling you what to do. Thank you for the Gigantifier, Slugnacious. To be honest, the Gigantifier is probably paying me more than the ads. The ads do not... I think the ads are useful if you're a really big streamer. But then, appropriately, once you're a really big streamer, you're probably more likely to get sponsorships. As a lowly affiliate, ads are not. Ads are kind of annoying. Ads are there to make Twitch money rather than me. Alina, did you see the curse is actually gone? Took long enough. You want to go to the pub? A missing crest. Haven't seen anything. Honestly, something tells me the problem lies close to home.
Slugnacious gifted Kelandru_gamer a subscription. Slugnacious gifted a tier 1 sub to Kelandru_gamer. They have given 2 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you for a gift sub to Calandra. It's really kind of you to look out for regulars. Thank you very much, Slugnacious. Honestly, something tells me the problem lies close to home. Okay, so we're going to the pub. If in doubt, go to the pub. Are we on track to go to the pub? I don't quite know the layout of this place yet. It's over here, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, hey, Bat. Bye, Bat. Calandra might now have gone to sleep. I think knowing their time zone, it might be a bit late for them. But I have no doubt they will thank you when they are awake again. I need to start making myself wake up earlier again. Having missed time before my kids wake up is relaxing. Oh, I bet. I know a friend of mine has 3 kids. And, let's see, one's a teenager. So they mostly just do what they need to do. Then the second child is autistic. And the third one, she thinks is probably neurospicy in some sort of way, but they haven't quite got to a name yet. And yeah, she gets up so early just so she basically gets a bit of time to herself. Because it's the only way. I mean, she used to go to fitness classes at about 5 a.m, even in the winter, because it was her best chance. It was rough. Oh wait, I don't have to make myself. I just remembered I have to start dropping my daughter off at day camp at 8:45 a.m. next week. Ooh. Yeah, there you go. You got yourself a schedule. Me and my kids are all autistic and ADHD. Yeah. I think, to be honest, I think probably the whole family are neurospicy in some way. One of them has an official diagnosis, and then my friend will talk about her daughter and say, oh, yeah. My friend really understands her daughter and is there going, oh, I'm a lot like that. And she has never said to me, but I feel like she's there going, two Spider-Man memes kind of thing of, wait a minute, my daughter is like that, and that's just like me, and that's, oh. But she hasn't got the official diagnosis. We think we get along better, but it ends up making us get along worse at times. Well, yeah, it's hard. Because in my case, both me and my mum, I almost certainly have ADHD. And the way she talks about things, I think she also does. And yeah, sometimes it makes it harder to juggle. It's funny to hang around relatives now that I know about neurodiversity. My uncle is so autistic, I couldn't see it before. Yeah. I have, as most of you know, the start of the year, I was clearing out my dad's old office because of a ceiling leak and all the stuff that means eventually it'll be the stream room and my office, but we haven't got there yet. But anyway, I was clearing out a huge amount of stuff, and I found my dad used to build out of plasticine. I think plasticine's a worldwide thing. Yeah, kind of modelling clay. He would build these soldiers and these vehicles from the First World War. And he built hundreds of them, and he kept them all. And the key thing is, I found he had notebooks where he'd kept track of how many soldiers would have been in each regiment, how many soldiers were at certain battles. The notes were so intricate and complicated and very, very exact. And I told my mum, and she went, oh, yeah, he always used to do that. And he'd always been really exact with keeping everything accurate. And then she told me about how one time when they lived in a different house, they didn't have much room, so the bedroom was just full of regiments of soldiers lined up. And yeah, and she was saying, oh yeah, he was so obsessed about it, and he was really keen on being precise and getting the details just right. And I kind of, oh, that's really sweet. But I sort of went, Mum, did you ever wonder if maybe he was neurodiverse? And then she was like, no, I don't think so. And I was a bit, are you sure? Because that sounds like some kind of hyper-focus. And then she was a bit, well, he wasn't like us. He didn't get easily distracted by things. He got really into stuff and then would just read hundreds of books on it and get really, really focused. And yeah, you know what he was like. He didn't always want to, he liked socialising, but he was very selective with who he socialised with. And then I was quietly going, Mum, I think he might have been autistic. And my mum is there going, no, I don't think he was. And I'm there thinking, that was something. Might not have been autism, but I think at this point now I would have, for obvious reasons, I would have liked to have seen him get older. But yeah, I think my dad would, it's a weird one. Growing up, I always kind of knew I was I'm not saying it about anyone else. I always thought of myself as a slightly odd kid. But I was also able to look at my mum and think, yeah, she's different too, for whatever reason. And I always remember thinking my dad was, in air quotes, the normal one. And now I'm starting to piece together stuff and thinking, no, I don't think that was it. No, I think he was just a different kind of neurodiverse that meant I didn't notice it quite as obviously. He was also I used to think he was quite neat and tidy, and it turned out, no, he was just very good at hiding stuff. But anyway, so it's weird how you kind of spot it as you go along. My uncle is so autistic, he invited everyone to the 4th of July and then spent most of the time turned away from people and making non sequitur jokes. My same uncle is a Civil War reenactor. Yeah, that makes sense. My dad is 100% ADHD, and my mom is 100% autistic. They go both to my sibling and I. Sharing is caring. Yeah, I think that's what's happened here. I don't think I'm autistic. I'm almost certainly ADHD. But my dad, the way he would focus on stuff. And, he was a very good, caring dad, No, I have no issues, but I'm just there thinking, you really hyper-focused. I didn't realise quite so much. And stuff like he'd go to reenactments of battles and he'd take so many photographs and things, and it was just finding those notebooks in his office, they were so precise. I would never be that precise in my life. I'd just go, whatever. But he did such a good job. Don't dare tell them they have those conditions. Boomers don't like that. Yeah. Some don't, yeah. Unless you're my cool aunt, who's always been my favourite aunt, who did get diagnosed with ADHD at age 70. Yeah. I mean, growing up for me, well, my mum is 70 now. And yeah, she's willing to say that she's got something going on. She thinks it's probably ADHD. From things I told her. But having said that, she would never say it to anyone else. And also stuff like she's had therapy and she does not tell anyone she has therapy. Because there's still that weird shame amongst that kind of generation of you don't talk about those things. Which is a shame, because I suspect a lot of them could benefit from talking to people. But at least she's able to see, she doesn't judge others. It's just for some reason she can't talk about it to others. I'm ADHD. My granddad was for sure. He said so himself, and my mum has very similar traits, but she refuses to acknowledge it. Very much the two Spider-Man meme. Yeah. That's like me and my mum. My mum has somehow spent pretty much my entire life, not necessarily telling me, but I've learnt this as an adult. She spent my entire childhood going, yeah, Hallie's a bit different from the other kids. We're not quite sure why. And for some reason it totally passed her by for a long time. That even though everyone around us kept saying, oh yeah, you two are really alike, my mum somehow didn't realise maybe that meant that I was, she was also neurodiverse. But she's a lot better at figuring it out now. If she could afford to, I think she would very happily get an ADHD diagnosis. But like me, neither of us can afford it. She's the same aunt who literally pulled the car over to chew me out when I used the R word as a slur in the mid-90s. That was progressive as hell, but that's really good of her. I hate that word. And I still heard people a few years back use it, and you just think, no, go away. Don't do it. Sometimes our kids are mirrors of us. Yeah, absolutely. I am a very even mix, so I am like my dad in a lot of ways, and I'm like my mum in a lot of other ways. Having said that, I've never hyper-focused on anything quite as much as my dad appears to have. But personality-wise, I'm definitely overlapping both. And also, sadly, I kind of have my mum's temper, which, when we have an argument, gets complicated, because we have a very similar temperament. Luckily, we kind of have if we have an argument, it's very quick, and then we apologise, it's all fine. My dad was so wild in school. A teacher tied him to his chair when he was in second grade. Oh my god. Yay for traumatic 1960 to 61 schooling. I hate that. I was probably 11 and she scared me so bad I never used the word again. Yeah. I think I don't agree with scaring kids, but on the other hand, don't use that word. My daughter is basically my mini-me, which means sometimes we get along great and sometimes we butt heads. Yeah, that sounds like me and my mum. Yeah. Love each other a lot, but we're probably a little bit too similar certain times. Oh look, sorry, you've been waiting. Ha! I'm no longer trapped by a petty hex. Took Fiona long enough. Could have just apologised earlier. As if I would have made a difference. Now, we're working on my wine. We're getting there. She only scared me because I was used to my parents who expressed no emotions and never confronted anyone. She's expressing feelings. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Sega, that was a waste of time. The witches haven't sensed anything unusual. No magic traces, no disturbances, nothing. In news that will shock no one, none of the Ambroses had a single clue. Warlock's still denying it, of course. So why'd you bring the card guy, Hallie? Yeah, as it answers you seek of a wisdom to understand the unknown. Fate moves in mysterious ways, and I was brought here to help. Where's the crest? The energies whisper an omen, reflecting the moon's light. The crest lingers where water remembers and shadows dance. Oh, why can't you just say? Right, and in normal people terms, that means the Howling Marshes. That can't be good. It's called Howling. And they're marshes. You know, maybe we don't need to rush into this. Drinks, anyone? Get up, Ludo. We're doing this now. Fine. But I swear, all I do is get bossed around lately. Ludo, go find the crest. Ludo, stop napping. Ludo, don't eat green flowers in the woods. Don't eat green flowers in the woods, Ludo. What's wrong with you? Honestly, so much pressure. Quit whining, Ludo. You'll survive. Fine, but can we at least take the night off first? You know, mentally prepare for all this effort. Yeah, alright. I guess we've done enough for today. We'll meet in the Howling Marshes first thing tomorrow. Don't oversleep. And thanks for the help, Dragon. Dragon presumably sensed what would happen. Hey, Miss Rachie, how are you doing? You made it for weekend. I mean, you made it, actually, your time zone, you've made it all the way through Saturday, but you know what I mean, you made it. Well, Andrew, I'm glad you got a gift sub. So, we're meeting them tomorrow. How is the red wine whining? Fun fact, in-game I have no sense of direction, but in actual life, I have a really good sense of direction. I don't understand why I can't. Maybe it's the actual physical act of moving around that helps my sense of direction. Maybe if I was playing VR games, I'd be able to move around. Hey, Chester! Kind of love Chester. I'm a little bit worried we might fall in there one day and get eaten. But on the other hand, he's very cute. Oh yeah, we need to do some farming, don't we? So we can have room for the barn. He is cute, isn't he? You're kind of the opposite. Good in games, awful in life. I mean, at least you're good at a sense of direction in one thing. I mean, there's some people that are going to be awful at both. I'm sure he would spit you out immediately if that happened. Yeah, true. I would probably come out kind of covered in some kind of goo. Maybe, yeah. So we're clearing a bit of space for the barn. Not that. My fan is now just pumping out hot air. It's not the best. Before I kind of messed up my legs, I was going to go mow the lawn, but I'm kind of grateful. It's just too hot. My legs are messed up. It's going to have to wait. I think Monday is probably going to be the next best day. Okay, do we need to cite? Yeah. And if we got time, if the shop's still open, we'll go see Ridge and get this set up. Chat, what have you got planned for the rest of the day? Rest of my day, I don't know, I wanted to play some World of Warcraft, but that's going to involve sitting where I'm sitting now, and nah, it's going to be too hot. Might play Disney Dreamlight Valleys on the Steam Deck, and then I can go find somewhere cooler that isn't right next to this PC. Yeah, it's shut. Fair enough. That's a decent space. How you doing, Keg? One more day, I reckon. I'm gonna finish a case at work. I thought I didn't have to work yesterday, but turns out I'm just under the required amount of work I need to finish for the bye week, so I had to work then and today. Oh, that's annoying. I guess that probably happens sometimes. Oh, but because of how our work credits work, then I'll be 10 hours ahead starting on Monday morning. Oh, well, that's useful. I guess it balances out then. I'm just gonna turn my camera off so I can adjust without you all going, ooh, she looks in pain. And I'm back. I love that I was just standing kind of, it sounds wrong, but you know when you kind of rub the muscles to try and sort of ease them, the muscles I pulled are right at the top of my legs, and I was doing it, and then I kind of realised I was standing a bit close to my window, and then realised the neighbours a couple of doors away are out in the garden, and then thought, hopefully they're not looking. I mean, I'm dressed, it's just it looked a little bit odd. But yeah, so I made sure to turn off the camera so at least the internet couldn't see. Just for people I have to walk past on a regular basis. Let them think what they want. She really likes that video game. Yeah. Proper rubbing of the thighs. Can't remember if I mentioned it already, but I'm also signing up for a co-work. Oh, you did say about that. I know you were trying to find somewhere that was affordable. I get to rent my own office for 1 day a week and use the communal work lounge all week for $345 a month. That's a really good price. That is good too, because... Oh, I forgot to pause. Oh well, never mind. Because, yeah, as somebody that works from home, it is nice to be able to have that divide, really. We got the wine. That means we're going to be able to complete a dare drop in a minute. Yeah, I mean, in my case, that's why I'm looking forward to having a dedicated workspace. Even though it's still in the house, it'll just be nice to shut the door on it, basically, when I'm done. I always think of a CNN anchor, Jeffrey Toobin, who didn't know his webcam and mic was still on during a CNN Zoom meeting during the pandemic. I think I know the one. Yeah, that's why I make sure I have one button on my Stream Deck that was originally set up for sneezing. But basically it just immediately mutes the mic, turns the camera off, and then, yeah, it's just good for emergencies, basically. I think everyone needs that one. Oh, that's all. Look, cool. Now I call that axe tubing. The uh-oh button. Yeah, the uh-oh button. Also useful, I guess, in case of emergency phone calls or where, yeah. I just need an uh-oh bum. Oh, it's you. Don't expect enthusiasm. I have your wine, Orlok. Don't you judge me. Well, hand it over. Oh, well, that's rude. I don't think he deserves the wine. Oh, yes, this is certainly passable. You've served me well, my apprentice. Here, some wine rack blueprint. Whoa, Orlok. I mean, I know he rewarded me, but I don't feel loved. Quite fitting, don't you think? Now that you're officially a Vinter, I thought it might suit your rustic little setup. He didn't mean that in a polite way, did he? Ahem. If you don't mind, I'd like to get acquainted with my new friend. That means he's going to drink heavily. But we did it, chat. That was one of the dare drops we needed to accomplish, as well as obviously part of the game. So that is handy. I can't remember. I need to look it up. I'm going to check to see. Some of the dare drops I took on were for a game code, and I'm planning on giving away the game code when I get it in a few days. Yeah, it's a code for Silent Hope. I don't know what a Silent Hope is, but what I'm saying now, in true marketing terms, keep an eye on the stream, maybe join the Discord. We'll have a giveaway for it at some point. It's going to be a few days, because it always takes a little time to get the codes. But yeah, we're all set. The only dare drop we have left to do now is we need to learn our first spell. I don't know what's involved. We'll figure that one out as we go along. We're all going to learn together. Anyway, okay, we want to go see Ridge to get that barn set up, and then we'll go to that scary marsh. Look at us, chat. We are achieving. I'm melting at a rate of knots, but we're still achieving. I don't think you can melt at a rate of knots somehow. I think I've got my metaphors mixed up. Love the chaos button, by the way. And chat, as always, thank you for being here. Otherwise, I'd just be shouting into the void, which I can kind of do. But it's nicer when there are people here to not be, to be part of a non-void. Rich gonna get started tomorrow. A lot of life can be a void, is what I'm getting at. Okay, where the Howling Marsh is. Whoa, Jeffrey Toobin has a teenage son from an extramarital affair. Oh, somebody's been going Wikipediaing. Where are the Howling Marshes? Anyone remember the game telling me which way the... Well, there's Ludo. We're meant to be meeting with Ludo anyway, aren't we? Let's go see Ludo. Yeah, it's the only thing that doesn't quite work. If two things are close to each other, it's very easy to press the wrong one. Do you think the bridge is back to normal? Wait, how did that happen? Wasn't it, like, super cursed? Okay, that wasn't what I needed. So where are the Howling Marshes? What did Automod do? It's not great when you're a lawyer and legal analyst for CNN and your Wikipedia is a section titled Zoom Masturbation Instant. Yeah, I can see why Automod went for that. I have to find out from it. Yeah. That's, how many times have we all looked somebody up on Wikipedia and then gone, oh, there's a section called Controversy. Here we go. Because that happens a lot, right? And you kind of immediately go, here's for tea. Let's go see what's wrong with this person. And you look up the controversy and think, Oh no, they're a really bad person. Oh. Right, I'm just looking at where the Howling Marshes are. Just north of the main town and east of Moonlight Pines. Okay, we're just east of the town hall. Okay. Sorry, don't mind me yawning. The heat. Did I mention the heat? Okay, we're going to go that way. My goal in life is to never have a Wikipedia page with a controversy section. That's a good goal, Stan. More people should have that as a goal. Sleepy side, yeah. I have a tattoo on my chest with a band Anti-Flag. And then a few years ago, the leader got exposed as a serial abuser of women. Oh no, that is very awkward. Fortunately, the band is niche enough and the tattoo is generic enough. No band name, just their logo. People don't make any connect. Oh, that's a relief. Yeah, that could be very bad. That's the thing, isn't it? I mean, if you have tattoos of, say, bands or actors or whatever, it is depressing how quickly it turns out they're bad people. Not guaranteed, but yeah, we made it. Perfect, we're all here. I'm full of energy, I assume. Don't assume that, Sega. Right. We're not leaving empty-handed. Let's split up, cover more ground, and track this thing down. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Got it, I'll help look. Thanks, Hallie, every bit helps. Yeah, unless Dragon was wrong. Several hours later. Vault Boy on my forearm. Hopefully he never does anything. He's definitely a wrong one. Sometimes, as we all know, I'm a big Eeyore fan. Sometimes I do consider getting a little tattoo of Eeyore. I'm hoping Eeyore never is exposed as a bad person, well, bad donkey. That would be terrible. We've been searching forever. How about we call it quits? We shouldn't give up now. That's the spirit. We just have to keep looking. We'll stay all night if we have to. Leave no stone unturned. That sounds like way too much effort. Yeah, you can't trust that smile and wink. Vault Boy has a history. Listen. Before we do that, I need to tell you something. Unless it's the exact location of a crest, it can wait. We really need to find it first. Well, is it in your pocket, Ludo? That's the thing. I do know where the crest is. What's he done? What? Are you kidding me? We've been out here for hours and only now? You know what? I don't even want to hear it. You're telling Brooke yourself. Meet me at the town hall. I thought we'd have a little hide and seek thing, but guess not. Not me looking at apartments in town to reduce my anxiety. If I lost my job, I couldn't afford to live in this great town anymore. No, I think that's... I have had those moments, Slugnatius. I am very much somebody who likes to make sure I always have an escape route or a backup plan, or... I like to know what's going on so I know how I can make things work in case of worst case scenarios. Like in a lesser way, like all the business with my car. That's why I've done so much research on ideas for how to get it fixed or different garages to take it to and so forth. But I've also done some research on working out what to do if I have to buy a new car, worked out my finances. I like to get well planned, just for every eventuality. Just in case. My employer sent out an email about revoking remote work. They said they aren't until further notice. I don't think they ever actually will, but it made me research these apartments. I think that's sensible. Knowledge is power sometimes. Not always. Sometimes it just adds to anxiety. But I think sometimes it's very useful to know what to plan. It's a pretty nice apartment for $1,150 a month. My parents give me $2,000 a month to help pay off alimony. So I could live in town on savings and may continue to help at that level. That's a good plan. Hopefully you won't ever have to do it, but it's good you've got a backup plan. You know, Brooke, staring into the void won't magically bring the crest back. What do you suggest I do? They're really cute characters, aren't they? Dad, Ludo here, something he'd like to tell you. Poke him, give him a good poke and go on, Ludo, spit it out. They're also 73 years old and have $2 million in savings. Oh, they're doing well, Slugnacious. Okay, so technically the crest isn't lost. It's just temporarily relocated. What did you do, Ludo? Alright. I may have misplaced it. What? You've known where it was this whole time? Why didn't you say something sooner? Look, in my defence, I was going to say something. Eventually. Maybe? Ludo, you should have told us the truth from the start. I think you owe us all an explanation. Okay. The Logan crest is missing because... Did you eat it or something? Well... Yabbis swallowed it. Oh. I wasn't that far off from the did you eat it. Somebody else ate it. Are you serious? Yeah, I wish I was joking, but it's true. So what, we just wait for nature to take its course? Yeah, we're not doing emergency surgery. I hope not. We're not doing emergency surgery. That'll be so messy. No, we're still not doing it. Ludo, enough stalling. Tell us exactly what happened. Well, so... I saw Yabbis gulp it down. Like it was some kind of fancy appetizer. I do like a fancy appetizer. I tried to stop him, but let's just say I wasn't fast enough. Wait, how did the crest even get to Yabbis? Did you give it to him? See, I might have brought it there myself. Ludo? Look, Dad, in my defence, I didn't plan for Yabbis to eat it. Nobody plans that. I just happened to have it while I was making a little transaction. You mean you went to buy green flowers again? Yes. They help with stress. Oh, those kind of green flowers. Hey, Reb, how are you doing? Characters, they are very squishable, aren't they? Yeah. My dad retired around age 67 and then started consulting at 6 times more than his salary was. Whoa, your dad good. And God, it cools down at night. I'm assuming you're being sarcastic. Otherwise, I'm very envious. I hope you're feeling better now, Reb. Hope you're resting up well. I swear, this town. Well, no use complaining now. We have to go find Yabbis. Alright, where's Yabbis now? Last I saw, he was hanging around the marshes, looking pretty pleased with himself. This is your fault. You're the one who got us into this mess. Now you need to fix it. Yeah. Not like I had much of a choice. I'll help track him down. Appreciate it, Hallie. Team retrieve the toad treasure is a go. I'll meet you in the marshes. Hopefully before Yabbis gets too attached to his new treasure. I mean, if he's eaten it. Is anyone ever attached mentally to food that they've eaten? Once it's, in them. You know those creepy white dudes who do business seminars and business coaching? That's my pops. I do know those people and I'm kind of envious though, because that looks like such a good way to make money. And he raised a non-binary anarchist and a pansexual democratic socialist. Good for you guys. Good. But I do sometimes look at those people that do business seminars and things and think, that's got to be a good life. But that's just me looking down the barrel of a lot of bills and being a little bit envious of the big money. Oh yeah, take his $2,000 like a hypocrite, do it, yes. That's just sensible. Has my temperature gone up? It feels like it has. No, it's still 28. Alright, big guy, time to give it up. We kind of need that crest back. No. Come on, just spit it out. What's in it for me? Oh, great. He wants to make a deal now. We'll trade it for a copper bar. Okay. Toad's got to eat. A copper bar? Bring me a fresh, shiny copper bar and you get your fancy metal thing back. I like the taste. Well, I don't have a furnace, so guess this one's on you. Yeah. Great, I knew I could count on you. I'll ask Ridge if he has a furnace. Take your time, no rush. Bring copper, then seek me out deep within the woods. Okay, we've got a long chain of things to learn there. You get a copper bar, and I'll meet you by the little pond in Moonlight Pines. You're looking for copper ore. Try looking in the Cave of Echoes in Misty Shore. Okay, thank you. So, in typical Stardew-esque tone, we're gradually unlocking new things while completing other things, so there's always something new to do. Which actually, besides reminding me of the Stardew way, I've been saying it's a lot like Animal Crossing. I think it might actually be more like Hello Kitty Island Adventures. Because that's a lot like that. A lot of back and forth and busy work, but kind of cutesy busy work. For now, though, we're going to go head to bed. Even though it's a bit early, we've kind of already done what we need to do. Also, I'm low-key thinking I need to go back to Hello Kitty Island Adventures. I haven't actually played it in a few months. Right way? No, that's Fiona's house. That's not our house. Yeah, if you want a cute game like Animal Crossing but with a bit more questing, Hello Kitty Island Adventures is fun. Missing a spot, shaving as a cis man is such an unsettling experience. Rubbing my face and suddenly a patch of hair behind my jawline. Ooh, yeah. I was eyeing up the Hello Kitty game for my cozy cravings but didn't commit. It's worth it. I don't think it ever particularly drops in price massively, which is a shame. But I reckon it would scratch that itch. It certainly has for me. Yeah, it's good fun. It's very cute, as you would expect. Oh, happy Chester noises! My sensory issues might add to the horror. Yeah, I bet it's annoying as hell. I mean, I don't have experience of that side of things, but just shaving legs and just general hair removal on the whole is annoying. I was sitting next to my son yesterday and looked over to see his dirt lip stash and goatee from a son. That also looks really awkward when you're growing up. You have the boys to grow up, and I remember, male friends growing up when they were trying so hard to have a beard or a moustache or whatever, and you just think, you're trying your best here. Hair removal on the whole or on the whole? Both. Either. Whatever works. You guys, mom's acne too, so the poor kid is all dirt lip and acne. Oh, kid. Teenage years are so awkward, aren't they? But imagine, you've got a period in your life where you are at your absolute most sensitive and least confident, and you're struggling to figure out who you are, and then your body goes, so here's a whole bunch of acne, here's some weird things that's going on in your body that never happened before, and you're going to have to learn to live with those. And we thought we'd do it when you were struggling at the worst point. And I heard the teenage years described as, don't look at me, or I'll redact it myself. Yeah, it is just, it's so brutal. Because all my cousins are a lot younger than me. So I've seen them all go through all these things while I'm an adult. And I have looked on, and you don't realize how hard it is to be a teenager when you are a teenager until you're able to look with that, taking a step back. And I really feel for them. It's a rough life. But talking of rough life, I'm going to wrap things up now. No, actually, I ended up doing most of the full stream. When I started, I was very thinking, if I make it to 2 hours without melting, it's going to be a miracle. But we've actually made it to a decent length stream, so that's good. I'm proud of me. But I'm kind of done. I'm very hot. I need to go do whatever I need to do with these muscles. I think have a cold shower or a cold bath or something to try and ease off my sore limbs. Do I get my son the $40 shaver? It hurts my skin, or the $200+? That's a dream. That is a big. Depends what you can afford, really. The more expensive one, would you be able to get him all set up with a shaver for years upon years? Then it might be worth it. No worries, Slugnacious. It was good for me to have a space to talk about neurodiversity and trauma too. I think it is always good if we all talk as openly as we can about these things. None of us are, but not in a trauma dumping way, but in a constructive way where we can open up a bit and kind of share our experiences and I'm trying to think of the words. Try and take ourselves through everything that's happened. Because I think that's what makes the difference between trauma dumping is basically where you just kind of turn up and go, I'm going to tell you all my problems, and now I'm going to ignore everyone else's and anything constructive that comes of it. But I think we all do a really good job of kind of sharing, going, this is what happened with me, or this is how I feel. And then instead of going, I'm going to ignore that, we share. Sharing is good. And thank you all. Thank you, Gloel and Ozzy and J. Luz. The final tidbit, now that I'm an open book, I got my uncle to say he's in weekly therapy at the dinner table. None of his siblings knew. Oh, that's really good. Because, people need to talk more openly about therapy. Because that's a good thing. It's good to have therapy. I've yet to ever meet anyone who doesn't need therapy. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. It's just we could all do with talking to somebody neutral about what's going on with us. I think that's healthy. Hearing others went through or going through what you are helps, definitely. Absolutely. Just don't bottle it up. It's not, because also you kind of, I think by talking, you realise you're not actually alone. And a lot of these things, particularly when it comes to neurodiversity and trauma, you kind of think you are alone because your brain does that thing that goes, you're alone, haha. And in reality, you're not. You need to, there's always somebody else. Somebody else who goes, oh yeah, I know what I like. That sucks. But anyway, we're going to raid over places. I know who we're going to raid over to, because yet again, we get to raid over to somebody I don't get to raid over to very often. So we're going to raid over to Tim the Sorcerer, who is lovely, and he is, I assume he's playing Satisfactory. He usually plays Satisfactory. Lately, he took a break from streaming for a bit, and he is one of my favourite people to hang out with. He's playing Satisfactory at the moment. To be honest, I know nothing of Satisfactory, but I just find his streams are very chill. So here's some raid messages. That one is for subscribers. Second one is for followers. Not actually starving. The heat's kind of annihilated my appetite now. It's got too hot. You would probably love and hate Satisfactory. I think I would probably hate it. But I know what you mean. I think I would start out loving it and then it would drive me insane. I would never stream Satisfactory because Tim is very experienced at Satisfactory and I still see people try and backseat him and it looks so frustrating. Not on that note, but kind of following on. Thank you so much to all those watch streaks. The follows, Katiepedia for the raid. That was very kind of you. And also Slugnacious for the various gigantifiers and the gift sub to Calandra. Yeah, we're going to be back Monday. We'll probably be back with more of this on Monday, actually, because it's been good fun and it feels like a nice cool thing to kind of throw myself into for a bit. And we have still got a dare drop to complete, because we do. And if I complete that dare drop, we will get a code for this very game. So I'm very keen to be able to give away a code for this game. So we're going to get on with the dare drop on Monday. General stream timetable is going to be Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't yet know what we're going to play. I'll bung on my Discord for schedule so you can know. But those are the general days. Yeah. Super chill. The AI NPC is funny, exploration is great, but it becomes so much crunchy as you progress through the game. Yeah, I think I'm always going to enjoy watching others play it, but I do really enjoy watching it. Also, I've just realised, Slugnacious, that Gigantify you're sharing, that Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. I love that so much. I have plushies of Chip and Dale, and I am here for that. That is such a cute Gigantify. I have never played the NES game. I should at some point. I bet I would be terrible at it. I was terrible at all NES games. But yeah, okay. I just love that emote so much. Okay. Someone who's learning a speedrun. Oh, hold on. Chat, have patience with me for a second. We are going to raid out, but I'm going to go follow the person. The Bearded Horseman. Yeah, I got to do that. I got to go. Yeah, okay. Right, let's get back to the raid thing. Let's raid over to Tim. And I will see you. Tim is lovely. He's just very chill and calm. He also talks a lot about mental health things. And yeah, he is one of my favourite people to watch. And I'm very glad he has returned to streaming. And I'm even more glad that he's done it in a way that is healthy for him. Because that should always be the priority. So, okay, everyone, have a wonderful weekend. Slugnacious, Ozzy, Reb, Stan, everyone, Gloel, everyone who is lurking, J. Luz. Take care, everyone. Try and treat yourself. Even if it's really hot, try and just do something nice for yourself or somebody else. Or actually, no, treat yourself like you would treat a loved one, because I suspect many of us are very good at making sure we're second. We shouldn't be second. We should be first. Not in a selfish way, but just as in a look after yourself. Don't just solely focus on others. It's good to, you need to look after yourself. And I'm saying that to myself, really. Thank you, Slugnacious. I'm planning on doing very little for the next couple of days. It's too hot. So I'm going to try and just chill, not literally, sadly, and do very little. And watch a bit of football, actually. But anyway, let's head over to Tim. And I will see you all very soon. Have a great weekend and see you Monday. Take care.
Where the box at? Is this it?